What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Are you ready for this?
County Kings forever. Turn me up, son. Get money. Alright. Get money. Let's go. Look, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my Lone Star, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my look. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go. Let's go, let's get it. It's been a while, but I grabbed my pen. No losers told me how to win while deep in sin. Stomach lining thin because of Seagram's gin. Plenty dead corpses all throughout Prince George's. Of course, this be the underlord. Hell is where the source is. Killers rob and take right between a rock and a hard place. So I stay in God's face, begging over heaven's sake. If I can't live, let me die. Tears don't well up in my eyes. Which one say real men shall cry? I'ma tell you why I stay getting high. Evil pools when I push. Niggas slanging President Bush. Crackhead brain change the mush. Keep your brains up in them books. Teach you hope, say I'm a fool, but I did what you trying to do. A crying shame. Every other word that they speak is lame. They went to the fans and they changed the game. I ran to the fans and I changed the game. Sunny days instead of rain. High off life instead of cane. Nigga think shots can stop my game. With a truck to a bike, get out my lane. Jack and Paul called Mary Jane. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, let's go. Look, see we pump work like sawed-offs. Go ape shit, crush all y'all. Cupcakes, you so soft, good kill shot, no handball. See me bro with a telescope. Louisville, a crack cantaloupes. Box you back into the rope and your fate be sealed like envelopes. And I cheap, but no cataracts. Break teeth like a lumberjack. Pimped out, I'm so smack, go extra hard, don't hold back. Kinked out, what now? Go, nigga, that's our sound. Loud pack with a funnel leaf and that bamboo, and that's uptown. And we cooped up and stay dipped out. That there be the man down. PG niggas don't play neither point gun, we spray rounds. Big shots to my whole team. Baggies in our baggy jeans. Eyes closed off endo. That there be the gal mean. Chicken chumps going ham. On the low, you don't want no beef. I'm up no wreck, go get your crew. This County King, I roll one deep. Ladies wanna know what I like. I say long legs and soft cheeks. Baby girl, she said, how you want it? 2 hands, but no teeth. Go. Cause we catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, we go. Let's get it, let's go. Me, I'm in my zone, focused on my own growth. I be water walking through these streets like sailboat. Me, I be the compass as I lead and guide my people. I'm a father, I'm friend with a couple guns legal. You not that smart, quit the bull. Yes, I'm seeing right through you. I be talking to the spirits, but best believe it's not voodoo. Yeah, I know you think you him, but in my head, I'm like who you? I'm a legend, I'm a beast, I'm the rose that grew through concrete. Let's keep it going. Keep it pushing as I lay back. Curtains drawn like I'm in a Maybach. Me, I'm so unique, I'm like needle in the haystack. Catching money, dodging fame. I sticking over while stacking racks. Go out hammer, pop your shit, but don't be mad when I clap back. Let's keep it going. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Me in the jungle, hit a rumble. Caught a couple touchdowns and I had a couple fumbles. Look at me, now I recovered. This is mind over matter. Keep it pushing when I stumble. Long way from home to gather wisdom and stay humble. Eyes wide shut, this me. This is dawn till me vessel crumble. I return.
Respect. Welcome back to another episode of Smitty's Corner, aka Lighthouse _301. And of course, as always, you already know what it is. We got to give it up for the oh so lovely, the oh so wonderful, the co-host with the mostos. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Everybody give it up for the oh so Miss Genesis. Let's go ahead, bring her around.
Hey,
Respect to
sugars.
you. What's going
That
on?
that used to be my jam back in the day. That used to be my jam with Annie Lennox. Sweet dreams are made of these.
That's before your time, young blood. That's
So I
before
wish some stuff I do be wishing was before my time. Because
That's
y'all don't
before your
understand. Sometimes you be like, I wish I wasn't around when this happened because give me some crazy shit. You be like, what? Ugh.
Yeah, that be happening, man. That be happening.
I actually got a video to share before we when I forgot to tell you that. But yeah, when you get done with all your stuff.
Okay. All right.
I want to know
So,
your opinion on something. Opinion.
okay, opinion. All right, bet
Opinion.
I'm gonna have to Google that word. I'm gonna have to Google that. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. Respect. Welcome back to another episode of Smitty's Corner, aka Lighthouse _301. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy kicked off because you already know how I do. I don't even sit around and hold us. Now, before we get started into anything, of course, as always, I must ask you, how are you? How's your headspace? And how's this day been treating you? Just in case nobody else asked you. Respect. All right, now, so what we're going to be talking about is exactly what the title says. To stay or not to stay. Jen, there are a lot of people who have a hard time making that decision on whether or not to stay or not to stay. So we're going to talk about that, right? And we're just going to kind of keep it rocking and rolling with that. But of course, as always, before we get going, we're just going to kind of stretch out. We're going to get it warmed up. We're going to have it nice and lighthearted. It's Friday evening. Let's go ahead and be a little lit. Let's have some fun. So y'all know that me and Jen, we are doing our thing when it comes to this content on the fur babies, right? So, just to keep y'all still in the spirits of it, I got some nice little fun videos. Some of you might have seen it, some of you might have not. Either way, I love it. Okay. So we're gonna do this. So Jen,
Let's see.
what we got coming up right here, beloved, what we got coming up is a rap battle. All right. We're going to start it off with the rap battle. Yeah, that's right. So, since you are fur baby K9, I'm fur baby feline. All right. I think it's only fair that we go ahead and see who wins this rap battle between Pug Life. Yeah, that's right. Apparently, that's who you representing tonight. So let's go ahead and get to it. And
I'm representing Pug Life.
Yeah, you representing Pug Life. Let's go. Come on, it's a wrap off. We about to get into it. All right, okay. Dogs versus cats. Yeah, throw your sets up. Rep your set. What you doing?
All right, team. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
you know what I'm saying? Throw your sets up.
The dogs out. Whoop. Pause
all
up.
Right.
Pause
so
up.
Listen, anybody in the chat, everybody in the chat, whether you on Jen's side, this side, whatever, you catch the replay, go ahead, let us know who do you think won this rap battle. Let's go ahead and get it going. All right. Let's have some fun with this. What? Man. Jackie Chan in the building. He already know what it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it going. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:48 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. I ain't even gonna hold us. Let's get to it.
You already know what it is. It's your player partner, Pimpin' Pigeon. Dropping on the game from a bird's eye view, straight about the dumpster with the worm's eye swoop. Arr, we live from the turf, in the back alley behind Sal's Delicatessen. Ooh, the Rap-Off Battle League returns with a polarizing species clash, guaranteed to ruffle the feathers of the entire animal kingdom. These two known beasts in the game need no further introduction. On my left wing side...
You know who it is, fresh out the pound, it's going down. We don't get our tails clipped because we ain't telling shit. It's the dog, yeah?
And on the right wing side, who is you?
All these copycats trying to copy.
You?
Shout out Humane Society. Go cop a cat.
Hey, why is that my point? Who is you?
Who is you? It's crazy.
Meow, we're ready.
Round one.
Meow, we
I
ready?
said my pet peeve is to have all the hoes petting me. That's why I'm at the top of the food chain. I'm short as pedigree. You probably went to obedience school and got a pet degree. Pussy, what's your life like? Seeing a car roll over your homie Rover. What's your life like? Owner throwing you chicken bones and it's f***ing your throat up. What's your life like? Cat, you're literally trash. This a walk in the park. I got this shit in the bag.
What's my life like? Trolling police dogs. What you know about struggle? My homie's been declawed. Catch a stray for rolling with street dogs. Only time he's strapped is when he's obeying the leash laws. I seen him rolling with dog catchers. That's the life he living. No joke. Grown folks. I ain't kidding. Hit him with the pound. I ain't talking time in prison, but this guy is snitching when times get rough. Dog starts talking like Brian Griffin.
Being catty, huh? That's your plan of attack? Wait, let's look at your man in the back. How you dissing me when your man's is an actual rat? I ain't no rat. Where the mother,
I'm shooting, dog. I'll air bud. Even Clifford and Beethoven can get it. Bullets like dog ears. I got one for all seven. Your buddy Rover got ran over. You watched his owner neglect him. I got my paws on a weapon like we gonna see if all dogs go to heaven.
I have my dogs on your roof like Snoopy on your crib and pop out of nowhere with them infrareds like woof. There it is.
Yeah. Rough, bitch.
Ah, man.
That nigga said I got paused. Man, you gotta spin that block, spin that back. That was good. That was bars. They had bars. There's no reason they had bars. All right. All right, so everybody, okay, so put your votes in now. Whoever's in the chat right now, just put your votes in.
I'm
Dog or cat? Whoever's in the
right
chat, you already know I'm team Beans. Beans, they was coming for you, Beans. I'm finna tell Beans. I'm finna tell Beans. They was coming for you.
Wow.
What they say in the chat? I got up and walked away.
I know what I said in the chat so far. Let them
Beans
go
looking
ahead
at me
get
like,
on
what?
ahead. Don't worry, we can run it back. We can run it back before the show over. We can
Oh no, we gotta run that back because
trust me, we gonna run it back.
there was some bars.
Hey,
Niggas said,
come on now.
I've been declawed. I'm mad at you for that.
Jackie. Come on now, we up there. Come on
Kojak,
now.
felines.
What? He
Kojak.
said the only time you outside is when you obeying the leash law.
Kojak, I'm not.
Man.
Kojak, I can't with you. I'm not.
Stop playing.
I'm not Kojak. Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Beans, look, they tripping Beans. What you got to say about this, Beans?
Oh my gosh, man. So
Beans
anyway,
like, oh no. So I don't like that one stinking bit.
so
What
let's go ahead.
You know what? Don't do that to me.
Let's go ahead and let's get to the next one. And let's see who's more annoying around the house.
Y'all, cats be irritating, scratching, licking hard.
Let's see who's more annoying around the house between cats and dogs.
Y'all is.
Let's go ahead and get it. Respect. The time right now is 9:53 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Smitty's Corner, aka Lighthouse _301. Let's go.
Genesis After Dark. Stop.
What's up, man? Oh, it's so good to see you.
Featuring Genesis After Dark. Make sure you all subscribe. Let's get it going.
That's a thing.
What's up, man? Oh, it's so good to see you, buddy. Oh, look, I know I saw you this morning, but it seems like it's been forever. We gotta celebrate. What do you want to do? Hey, let's go throw this puppy around, huh? Feel outside, get some fresh air?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll put my stuff down.
All right.
What's up, Jimmy?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yes.
Hey, man. What are you doing? Are you cooking? Do you need any help? I can help.
No, I'm good. Actually, where's the basil?
Bottom drawer.
Y'all nasty asses. Y'all nasty.
Listen, don't
What is
you
this?
know you wish you had
I'm
us doing the
so
boot
sorry. I don't even deserve to be here. I'll just go get paper towels and clean it up and leave.
Aw. Cats be having attitudes for no reason, just for no damn reason.
We're out of cereal.
Your friend's weird.
Yeah, I don't think he likes
Judgment.
you.
Full of judgment.
He doesn't really like anyone. Oh. What's up with you? Jimmy, no. No.
See, that's why you need to leave people alone.
Why is this shit so accurate?
Talking about some no,
Hey,
no.
Don't worry. I got this. That's a good boy.
Yay. That good boy.
Oh man, why is it so accurate?
That good boy.
Why is it-
There's
why
one.
is
There's
it
a one that's
so
like that.
accurate?
There's one that's like that about going to the groomer. When the girl's like, she's like, oh my God, when's my mother coming back? Is she coming back right now? You're right, like this moment, exactly this moment. And it just like they show you like different versions of the animal when they go to the groomer and then they go to the vet and how they reacted and the people are acting them out. That shit's hilarious. That is so freaking crazy. That is so
So-
funny. Cats be irritating. Why they do that? They walk right across you and don't care.
I
Mhm.
ain't gonna lie.
Be sitting on the counter, sitting on the table, just be sitting anywhere.
Nah, I mean, I think the most biggest form of like disrespect.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, I think the most biggest form of disrespect is how for some reason they love to just lay right there where you know your path is. They know you walk right along here. They know you're gonna at some point you're gonna hit this part of the hallway.
And they
just
gonna
be
wait for
laid
you.
out. Oh yeah, they just be laid out. And then like, you know, you keep walking. You keep walking up to them and it's like
They don't ever move. The
nah,
dog jump up, but the cat be like, and go around me.
I mean, what you gonna do? Step over? I mean, you know, I ain't so, you know, I don't know. They just got this real wild way of just being exactly where they know.
They
You're
don't need to
gonna-
be.
No, specifically exactly where they know you're going to walk or tread a path of. It's like they almost like peep what you do most of the time before they even. It's crazy. But anyway,
Okay, so now we're gonna show you my video since we're in the since
You ready?
since we're in the realm of
Ooh, hold on.
entertainment. No, I'm about to bring it up now.
There you
Right?
go.
So since we're on entertainment
Okay,
and
go ahead, do that.
we're gonna dang. Here it goes.
Take your
Okay.
time, get some water. Take your time, get some water.
I know I did the choky because you said the smoke with the smoke. So I was like, okay, let me smoke with the smoke.
You ready? Are you
Okay,
ready, or
there you
you
go.
want to explain first?
No, no, I can I'm right here. So
There you go.
just tell me, y'all know T.I. since we talking about entertainment, and this is funny, right? It's cats and dogs rapping, having a battle rap, since we're talking about music.
Mm.
I just want to know, you as especially you just played all your music ahead at the beginning of the show, as an artist, we all know who this is, right? This is Damani Harris and T.I.'s son and King Harris, right? We know King Harris is a little bad little brother, and Damani is, he has to absorb some of that more be right and do right, right? So everybody want to say AI is crazy. Okay, so this is supposed to be a conversation that they had. So listen, this is shout out to the Jasmine brand. T.I.'s son, King Harris, jokingly denies recent arrest to his brother Damani, and they say it's crazy. So how he reacted. So just tell me what you think about this big brother, little brother, but this is revolving around the music. So let me know what y'all think.
I'm thinking
respect.
I got about 4, 5 right now.
The deal was you get in no trouble. You stay out of trouble.
Can y'all hear it?
Yes, I wasn't trying to talk over it.
I was waiting for a yes so I can hear it. So
No. I thought you was looking in the screen, so my bad. No, I was saying yes. It's loud and clear. It's loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Start it over.
We can do the tour.
I don't know if I need to go back and see.
I want to do the tour.
Might not do that.
But you ain't staying out of trouble.
I'm out of jail.
So imagine me just letting it ride, and I'm like, damn, still come on. Then you just think, man, what if you get arrested on the road? You missed the show. We done told everybody, shoot, King finna be here, and you get arrested.
That's
when your court date? It might be one of the dates. It might be one of the show dates.
Come on, bro, don't do this.
I'm just saying, realistically.
Court date ain't been set yet. But come on, bro, you can't do me like that. The people want to see me, man. What?
You gotta act like you want to see the people.
Bro, that cop was having a bad day. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Between me, why you ain't get out of the car?
I get on set. I'm thinking I got about 4, 5 right now.
The deal was you get in no trouble. You stay out of trouble. And we can do the
Wow. What was the probable cause? He said something about my gun, but I put it on the dashboard and I told him to take it.
I understand it.
I'm trying to figure out what did I do wrong.
I ain't mad at you.
Okay.
I'm on your side.
So we still good.
I just gotta be a man of my word.
What's your word?
You stay out of trouble.
Cause you ain't doing my verse neither. Be a man of that too now.
The verse is done, bro.
Oh, here we go.
We said you was gonna stay out of trouble, and I thought that's what we were doing, and then we'll go on the road. Oh. Right now, bro, I gotta say we can't go on the road now.
What?
Can't do it. But shoot, we still brothers.
Wow. What was the probable cause? He said something about my gun, but I put it on the dashboard and I told him to take it.
I understand it.
All right, so here you go.
Yeah, I got a little bit to say to that.
So here you go. You can stay out of show for 2 weeks. There's the tour dates. And he actually has a mugshot. So he tried to get out of it with his brother. But I just want to know that was a good positive interaction. Damani was like, I'm not playing with you. And you see how little YN badass is up talking about what I do wrong, all that gaslighting. But he said, I'm gonna be a man of my word, and your verse is done. What y'all think about that, boy? I just want to know, as an artist too. What's up?
I actually do think something about that. All right. Keywords, right? He says stay out of trouble. Now, I need a little bit more detail. All I need to know, if you do know, is King not supposed to have? Is he a convicted felon? Is he not supposed to have a gun? Is he on papers? Do you see what I'm saying?
He's on papers.
All right, so he's not supposed to have.
I think, and then he, I guess he gets something. I don't know the details about it, but he's not been abiding by the rules. So, yeah.
Okay, now
remember T.I. rushed down there. T.I. rushed down there to hurry up and get the gun, and get the car when he was being arrested, because I don't think he's supposed to have that gun.
Okay. So
He already in trouble.
I
He was
see.
so he supposed to stay out of trouble. He already in trouble. He supposed to just stay out. The rest of the trouble, stay out of it, because you're already in
but
it.
I mean, the thing
Something
is
else.
that the way but if they're going off of that incident, right? And I'm just going off of what he said. Mark my words. I'm not defending no effery, no nothing. But what he said is that he did comply. What he said is that I put the gun on I put it up on the dashboard. I told him to take it. So he was in full compliance. So that's why from there, what I had to know is he not supposed to have the gun, period? Because then
and then you do know he keeps.
You see what I'm saying?
You do know part of the problem is that he keeps flexing the T.I. Harris card. Like, ain't shit gonna happen to him. That's why he's that kid that keeps getting in trouble and being like, okay, let me call my dad. He's that kid right now. He's very much being that kid where he's not really acting like he can't just be shut down. Like, so what? Like your dad's gonna come get you every time. Because that's the first thing that was also brought to that's in the article, that T.I. ran down there to get that gun and grab the car. So he ain't supposed to be doing something, and then he's already, he just reckless, and he just a little out here, like he's doing too much, and he like, well, do you know who I am kind of person? And that's a problem too. That's why he was like, I told the officer to take the gun. You're not supposed to have it. You're not even supposed to be there with that boy, let alone getting pulled over. You're not supposed to be getting pulled over right now. All that. But yeah, but as an artist, and then, as a man, the whole thing was Damani was like, look, that's not the plan. The plan was you to don't get in no more trouble, is basically what they were saying. And now he want to go on tour, which is literally going to negatively reinforce him doing all that and act like, well, I could just do this and so what? And then you on tour, you getting paid. So, sir, you need to clear this debt you got now. But I just thought that was pretty noble. And as an artist, that's a big deal, right? You're not.
Right.
What if you got to go to court you gonna miss a court date trying to get this money? That's what you was telling me just now? Oh no.
Right.
We're gonna have to talk about this. Because what you just said is now even more stupider than you going to jail. Come on, bro. You serious? That's just what I thought. I just thought it was cool, y'all. I'm weird.
Okay.
Y'all know she weird.
Nah, you can't say it like that, Jim.
Y'all know Janet says it's weird. I'm a weirdo.
I ain't mad at you. All right, y'all. So, with right now the time being,
So you didn't give your thoughts. You just wanted to know if he was on paper. So now what? He is. Now what?
All right. So okay. My bad.
You didn't say anything. I just was clearing up the details so you can be clear on. He wasn't supposed to be up here fucking around with doing the fuckery like you've been doing.
Let me see. Okay. So the thing is this. Well, I'm really kind of going to reiterate what it is that I said earlier when I was speaking about, let me cam up. When I was saying, I do believe that, well, when he says stay out of trouble, it doesn't, it sounds like it was a random traffic stop. Like, I didn't hear you were doing anything to get pulled over. Sometimes it just happens, a random traffic stop, right? We all know this. You've been driving long enough. And he said, I heard I cooperated. What I heard is I put the gun up on the dashboard. I told them to take it. So, I mean, after you told me basically that, he wasn't supposed to have it, period, I don't have too much for that, because anything else that I would say would be, I guess, defending it. Only thing I have to say is not. And yeah, they're in the right. The family is, I'm saying. Like the brother, mom, dad, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Tiny, T.I., all of them. Yeah. That's a righteous conviction.
And then the whole brother checking the brother, the black man checking the black man.
That's
the
a
brother
righteous
checking
conviction.
The brother. Yeah.
He pulled his coat. That's called pulling the coattail. He pulled his coattail as he should. Yep, he did the right thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so I didn't know you wanted me to elaborate a little bit more than that, but I would have had more if you would have been like, nah, he ain't got no restraints. I'm thinking, you know, plus they down south. Atlanta, I believe, is a red state. They have
He
the
out
right
here
to bear arms.
wilding like he just can't
No,
get in
no.
trouble. He out here
Well, I'm
wilding.
saying, yeah, I'm just saying as far as like, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, somebody type in the chat if I'm wrong, correct me, please. But I think it's a right to bear arms state, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I had to know all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, he on papers, right? He ain't supposed to be getting in trouble.
right. So once you told me he on papers, he ain't supposed to have it. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, nah, it don't matter that he cooperated. Him getting in trouble was having a gun on him in the first place. Like, if I'm not supposed to drive because my license is suspended, I can be like, well, I was doing the speed limit. I pulled over when they asked. That don't matter. You weren't supposed to be behind the wheel. So that's like game over right there. You see? So that's where we are with that one, basically. Yeah. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family. Let's now go ahead and get into the meat and bones of all of this. Let's go ahead and talk about this whole debacle that's been going on. Matter of fact, let me make sure I pull up this last, right here. Give me 1 second. So let me ask you this while we're going ahead and loading this up. Jen, do you believe that most people have something called stick it out in them left? Let's say if you was to go by 100% of people out here in the dating world, relationship world, what would you say is the percentage of people that actually got stick it out in them? I don't mean stick it out through like physical abuse and the most horrific things. So please, people, don't lean all the way left on this, okay? I'm just talking about the stereotypical, you know, the regular, you know what I'm saying? Non-violent, non-verbally abusive, you know what I'm saying? Stick it out. How much would you say as we get going on this?
I would think because there's a lot of people that, because when we have these conversations, we get into like how many people are actually like in loveless marriages or in loveless relationships, so where they're kind of sticking it out and they're in it for, you know, the other financial reason or whatever other reason. So it's almost like it's just like that's the stick it out is the norm part, you know. It's like you guys are together for what? Just because of the kids. You're sticking it out. You're waiting until whatever it is. But now if you're saying it's to like stick it out to see if things get better because things are going so crazy, no, because I think that's why, you know, divorce is still like it is amongst people. Or that's why people are hurting each other in these, you know, relationships.
Okay.
So yeah, like if you want to, I don't think people are saying. I mean, we just saw the little girl, you know, the whole thing with the Ashley Renee girl. I mean, Ashley, what's her name? With that girl who just got deleted by her fiance. Like, there's no one sticking it out to see if things can get better. They are getting out of that situation. But as far as like just like, oh, we have kids, we have all this stuff on paper together, you know, or they're in such a situation where financially they can't go anywhere because, you know, a lot of people don't make enough money, so they stick it out by default, because they can't afford to leave, so they have no choice, right? So I think it's a lot of that more so than just you know, one day Smitty's gonna come around and he'll see the value in me. And I've been peeling his potatoes for 25 years, and he finally appreciates it.
Oh, man. Wow. She said peeling the potatoes.
Because it always be something drastic. Like, I've been making him carrot soup. Like, girl,
I'm just saying, I could have
sworn
we could just buy some French fries now, but okay. You know.
Could that be the case? They be like, you could have been bought some fries. Well, I've been peeling in the potatoes and
I know that's right.
crumbling the corn myself.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You still don't love me. Like, girl,
if you peeling me any kind of potatoes, it only better be curly fries with some paprika and seasoning. Anyway,
not paprika.
Oh yeah, that's how you get the red. That's where you get the red from. That's how you get that little red tint. Unless you're using sweet potato
Seasoning
fries.
salt. Oh.
That's what I said. Paprika and seasonal.
Oh, seasonal. Okay.
Literally, yeah. I know. I've been doing that since I was 14. Oh, I know all them recipes. I know a lot of the tricks of the trade to get something to taste just like this restaurant, that restaurant. I be knowing the little things they use. Now, some of the
Yeah, like if you take
ingredients.
your go ahead. I'm gonna give you a tip.
No. Yeah. No. Real quick, then you get in there. Like for example, some of the ingredients, like it's a specific seasoning or sauce or chemical base. Yeah, I'm saying a chemical base that you literally have to order. You're not. It's not in a grocery store. You literally can make your sandwiches, whatever, taste just like a certain place. Your nuggets, your fried chicken. You can literally
Mhm.
do the Popeyes recipe. I ain't gonna do all that here. I ain't about to mess with me. YouTube. Yeah, but
Well, YouTube, you know that in real life you can take your actual sliced French fries that's already sliced and frozen. Um, well, you don't even have to do that. You can just cut your own potatoes. When you cut your own potatoes, you took them and put them in water, but make you some simple syrup first, sugar water. Put them in that sugar water, lay them on a cookie sheet, and put that in the freezer. And when you make your fries, they're gonna taste like McDonald's fries. I'm just saying.
there you go. But like for example,
They actually will.
there's a specific way to get that actual Chick-fil-A taste.
Oh,
Like
yep, I know that one too. Well, when
you
you work
can,
there, they tell
yeah,
you stuff when you work
specifically.
there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when you somebody that like been around all of that stuff for like decades, you just pick it up. You're like, nah, I know what they use. Ah, that's how y'all make that taste like that. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's yeah. You learn it. You learn it.
They send you to
Um,
McDonald University when you get a job, when you get in management. They tell
you
you all
say
the
what now?
they send I say you can go to McDonald University when you get the job there. A lot of
Yeah,
people
you
don't
can.
know that. They send you to training, and it's McDonald University. They tell you
How
all the
many
tricks.
people, Genesis, how many people gonna be going out flexing, popping their collar like, yeah, Mickey D's University, baby? Like, I don't think too many people. I think that's going to be more hush hush. I don't think too many people flexing that.
I used to think it was a big deal when they would send me away for training for management. I was like, oh damn, okay,
Mhm.
we
Right.
heard her. Y'all think of me.
That's a fact. So, are you ready for it? You ready? Ready to get into it?
Mhm.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. So the time right now is 10:16 p.m. East Coast Standard Time on this wonderful Friday evening. Let's go ahead and rock out. We're getting ready to go ahead and get into should you stay or should you not stay? What are your thoughts on anything that you've seen like this out in the real world? Maybe you've gone through it yourself. Maybe you know a couple who is a close peoples to you who've gone through it as well. Let's warm it up. Let's go ahead and start here.
I just want you to know that I'm committed to my restoration process.
Right now sucks. Right now, life feels like death. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here. We need a drastic transformation. It's not happening sitting up in each other's face. We got to get away from each other. If you didn't want to be married, you could have told me you didn't want to be married, and you could have left, and you could have lived your wild life without me attached to it. That's exactly what you could have done. But instead, you deceived me, and you betrayed me, and you stuck around. So the fact of the matter is, I don't trust you no more. And I can't give my heart to you ever again if I don't believe that I can trust you. I'm going to get away, but I don't want you here. When I come back.
Let's pause it right there just so we can get some words in. Again, to stay or not to stay. Jen, what are your thoughts so far from what we heard? Because you know more about this than I do. So go ahead and for the peoples, right?
For the peoples.
For the peoples.
So to stay or not to stay. At this point of the video, based on what you see right in front of you, you're probably thinking, she's right. She's like, I can't stay with you. I'm leaving. Because some people.
Wait.
The
Real
other
quick,
video is actually the reason why she's doing this. But go ahead.
No, real quick. Matter of fact, I apologize, beloved. I didn't clarify. To stay or not to stay. From what I know, see, I didn't elaborate. From what I know, there's generally with women, and most of us guys know this, one-time rule. So did she break the one-time rule? Like, or is that a real thing? So my question primarily
What's the
is,
one-time rule? What is that? One time for what?
you cheat one time, that's it, over with, done, ghost, block, everything else, bye. To the left,
Right,
to the
but
left.
at this point, based on this video, it does. Well, okay, so everybody else, we're assuming that everybody knows the story. So
No. I'm just giving
because
no,
it
no,
doesn't give
wait.
you context of why she's doing all this.
No, Jen, as we go along, I'm just giving random scenarios that fit into along the way as we do talk about it. So I'm just starting it out, right? So from what I know, right, it's just one time and that's it. So I'm just curious, is the whole
is that true?
right,
Is that a real
right.
thing?
Right. So
Is
let
that
me
you
just
asking?
land
Is
it.
that a
Yeah,
real
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me just land it. So is it true that most women actually do leave off of one time, that's it? Or would you say, nah, it could be split down the middle, or most women do actually give their man another chance after cheating? I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Oh, so yeah, I guess women give their men. It's because then see that's getting into that gender part because people will say that the men don't give you because that men can't take being realized that the woman is cheated. However, the woman will give you another chance. She'll take you back, all that, right? Whereas that's not the case most. So with most women, I can't say most because there's a lot of women who you only get one time. A lot of women will. There's okay. So we're gonna say like this: out of 100%, there's probably a small percentage of women like less. We'll give it less than 10 or 10. We'll just make it easy on everybody to understand. Let's just say 5% of the women are they're fumbling the bag. They're the ones who assume stuff is happening and nothing's happening, and they mess it up because they say, "Oh, you're cheating," so then they mess everything up. Then let's say out of that, probably 60% of those women that's left. So what is that? 90% left. So out of that, 60%, I would say, give it a percentage. It's more than half, probably, because a lot of women stay and they don't leave right away, or they stay and they offer revenge. So they want to stay because they also want to see that what they're doing back to you is actually affecting you. They're going to be there to witness it. So some of them stay on that accord. That's when you get those marriages or those relationships when there's a lot of back and forth. Well, you did this, and then you fucked my brother, and you did, because they're still in it. They're staying. And then you probably have the other percentage of people that probably have a small percentage of women who just, it don't matter. One time is all you need, and that's it. They're out of there. So I would say on a scale like that, because there's some people some women are just, they do feel like they can't do no better. So, they do feel like it's slim pickings out here, or they are conceding to the idea that I gotta share a man. So if I gotta share him, at least, So, but then there's a lot of women who don't agree with that. So,
Do you believe that do you believe possibly that comes from their own self-esteem?
Well,
Or
your
do you
self-esteem changes over time. It's crazy to think that for a lot of people that the self-esteem, to even question the self-esteem, because even for the people who are asking the question who think that they have good self-esteem, that even though, you know, it's almost a judgmental to even ask about that, the self-esteem at that point, because the only reason why this is going the way it's going and the
Right.
man is cheating on you is because their self-esteem, something's happening. Or he's predatory, he's preying on women who have self-esteem issues and she's already affected by something else. So he's looking for your self-esteem to be lowered to be able to be with you. You know what I mean? He's preying on you.
Right.
So because this cheating is going to affect something about you, you're going to question something about yourself in that, and that's usually the case, right? So so the self-esteem could be fine until you cheat, and now she's feeling self-conscious. Now she's not too sure. Now she's wondering, what did she do? Because you leaving me to go do something with someone else is because I'm not okay. I'm not giving you enough, or I'm not enough. So you got to think about the mind state behind when people are saying that. That's why a lot of women just stay and then they try to get better. They work out, or they, you know, they start going to the company functions. They start interacting and not being, you know, whatever the complaint was, they start doing the opposite to get it back. That's why they're sticking it out, you know, or, you know, we know that sometimes they say it's just in a man's nature, right? So it could be nothing. It could be nothing you done. So they stick it out because I didn't do anything. I'm being a good person to you. Why wouldn't I stick it out, Sweetie, if I've been coming home every day after work, making your food, you know, massaging your legs and making sure you have your tea and giving you your space and not being a nag tourist and all that. So they're sticking it out to see if you would ever realize, hello, I've been up, hello, I've been here. So it's, I mean, you know, stick it out for a lot of reasons. But for the main ones, yeah, those are, you hear that a lot of times.
You know, I personally, I do believe that a lot of people's are suckers when it comes to it, Jen. Thank you
They're
for coming
suckers.
up. Yeah, thank you
I
for
had to
coming up.
get
Love it.
myself to a little together in this light. I'm not too keen with this lighting, so
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. All right, so I do believe that a lot of people are really suckers when it comes to this. Say it again. Nah,
I was saying you tripping because my avatar is cute though. Thanks, shout out to Nightish.
Shout out to Nightish. There you go. Shout out to the shout outs. Okay, we give credit where credit's due over here. Okay, you get your crown, you get your flowers. Now, Jen, honestly, a lot of people really just don't have it in them at this point. They don't, beloved. You know, a lot of people, because of the narratives that is spewed out here, and that is social media and dating apps has made me get the impression that there's always another one of you out here, where no, it's not ever another one of another person out here is the first thing we have to know. Second, we have to recognize the only thing that's out here is just more bodies. Let's just be for real with it. Let's just keep it all the way at the wow. That's the only thing that's out here is more bodies, right? Not more necessarily like, oh yeah, the actual quality, whatever it is that you had or what it was that you can bring to the prospects at the table and everything. Nah, you're not always going to necessarily come directly back across that. I don't care how shiny somebody looks. I don't care how glamorous they make their social media appear to be. And we've heard and seen these things a million times over, from celebrities all the way down to the normal average person and everything in between. That's all I'm basically saying on it. You smell me now? You ready to get back to the video?
Yeah.
Okay. No, just making sure. I know if you had anything else to say. Let's go ahead and get back to it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out.
You have to leave.
Don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I want to leave you. I want to leave the kids. I'm nervous about this space and what kind of distance it's going to create with us.
I'm in such a low place. I'm no good to my children. I'm no good to myself. I cannot live my life like this.
Oh, I didn't realize I was.
come to the conclusion that Teddy and I need to separate if we are going to ever make it together. This is hard to do, but we got to do it. It's hard to say, but I got to say it because it's all about a better end.
All right, so hey. So she's doing the stick out, like I said earlier, to hoping that it's gonna get better, you know.
Right. But see, this is my whole thing. When we're talking about to stick it out or to not stick it out, what I'm trying to, yeah, like to stay or not to stay.
Well, right now she doesn't want to stay, but because and that's why we're gonna add that's why we're gonna add in the whole biblical factor, because her principles and her morals and her spirit is telling her this is why she needs to, you know, not she's very much just fighting between, you know, the world and her spiritual belief, which is telling you to stick out, do it no matter what, because God gonna fix them. The Lord gonna come save him and work on him, and you just stay fast. And then she got the world like, girl, you know, so get yourself together is, you know, so she's going back and forth between that part. So we want to make sure that we remember that these are spiritually driven, faith driven. So their actions aren't always making sense to us because we would not think of that first. We would pack our bags and bruh, I don't want you and I'm done with you. And man, I'm gonna make your life miserable if I keep seeing you, your whole existence is grossing me out. But the Lord says, turn the other cheek, soften your heart, go in your prayer closet, pray for your husband. You know, you guys are until death do you part. You're still married to him. We're gonna forget all that is in her mind too. So while you see this video of her, remember that she's also being led by God in her decisions. Supposedly.
But see, this is the part that kind of gets to me when we're talking about discernment when it comes to in the name of the Lord. Right? Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about that part real quick before we pull up this next video. All right. So my whole thing is Jen, a lot of people will sit there and they believe that the decision that they came to was because of God. And whole T, you don't have a clue of what entity that was that had you thinking, even down to if you decided to stay in a circumstance that's unhealthy for you. Like people always think that the decision that they came to, oh yeah, God assisted me. You also got to remember, this is the same God that dropped us off here on earth and said, free will, do as you please. I'll get back with you at the end of your days. Don't forget that. Don't forget that part. So we need to remember that, like, you gotta actually learn how to have exactly what it is that God gave us, and that's discernment in your own free will. Your own free will in the sense of you need to make sure that you stay in tune and touch with prayer, stay in tune and touch with your spirit, stay in tune and touch with the word, stay in tune and in touch with what it is that you know that your purpose is.
He's on, hold on. He's on my side. Is he on my side? No, he's on your side. No,
hold on.
He's on my side.
Somebody hit the link.
Yeah, that's Drip. So he's on.
Can you pull him up? I don't see nothing on my side.
He's on my side, so you have to give me you have to drop the link.
I got you. So drop the link.
Well, you know what? Nope, never mind. Cause wait, it's in my. Never mind. I got it.
I'm about to say, yeah.
No, don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. I just realized.
I'm just still gonna go ahead and do it in mine anyway. Just.
Well, if you're gonna do it, yeah, I could drop it on my side too.
I got you. And I'm dropping. Yeah. So just so y'all know, it's on my side too. The link is on my side too. So either side.
Yeah, if I forgot about that, so because I can't produce a link.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go, Jen. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah, that's the same link. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back. So yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, what was I saying before we just stopped? My bad. I got distracted.
Me too.
You know what?
You're more so leaning towards, man, God is the same God that dropped us off here. And in regards to making this decision because of how they move in regards to their faith, that they see, you got to play the next video because the next video will open up the conversation about the discernment.
Real quick, everybody, let's go ahead and give it up for this guy right here. Let's go ahead and bring him up, my man Dre.
Go get the money, 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 I got it. Push it, 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 push it.
I know I was.
Hold on.
The little egg roll fingers.
Give me 1 second, and we got one more for this guy right here. Everybody, welcome Hustler Muscular. We'll give you the half of this one here.
So, Smitty, did you make that one you just played? That's something you did?
Smitty. Okay.
No, my bad. No, my bad. I was on mute.
Don't forget you have to unmute yourself after a video.
Forget. Yeah, I did that one about a year ago. Yeah, I did about a year ago.
Boy, that's hard. That's deep too.
Listen, I think I need you to pause right now because I was sending you what I got to send you $5 to please play. The Drip needs to hear that song.
No, I'll play the first verse.
Derail.
It's not. I just need him to hear it. Come on, please, please, because I like it, and that's my jam.
You my co-host for the evening, so I'm going to oblige. All right, I'm playing the first verse. I'll play the first verse, and let's get on back.
I just want to know if y'all like it like I like it. Just y'all tell me what y'all think.
I'm pretty sure, but let's go ahead and get it. And with that being said, let's rock out.
I gotta play the second verse. That's a hidden verse.
County Kings
You gotta play the
forever.
second verse.
Turn me up, son. Get money. All right. Get money. Let's go. Look, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my Lone Star, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my look. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go. Let's go. Let's get it. It's been a while, but I grabbed my pen. No losers told me how to win while deep in sin. Stomach lining thin because of Seagram's gin. Plenty dead corpses all throughout Prince George's. Of course, it's be the underlord. Hell is where the source is. Killers rob and take right between a rock and a hard place. So I stay in God's face, begging over heaven's sake. If I can't live, let me die. Tears don't well up in my eyes. Which one say real men shall cry? I'ma tell you why I stay getting high. Evil pools when I push. Niggas slinging President Bush. Crackhead brain change the mush. Keep your brains up in them books. Teach you hope, say I'm a fool, but I did what you trying to do. A crying shame. Every other word that they speak is lame. They went to the fans and they changed the game. I ran to the fans and I changed the game. Sunny days instead of rain. High off life instead of cane. Nigga think shots can stop my game. With a truck to a bike, get out my lane. Jack and Paul called Mary Jane. Catching money, dodging fame.
Come on, the second verse. Oh my God, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
That hard.
You gotta play the second verse. The second
That
verse
boy
hard.
say Seagram's gin in the stomach lining. Oh
Right,
my
wait till you
God.
finish hearing what the rest of the shit he said. Come on, Smitty. How you gonna do me like that?
Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. 1 2 1 2 1 2, let's go. Look, see we pump work like sawed-offs. Go ape shit, crush all y'all. Cupcakes, you so soft, good kill shot, no handball. See me, bro, with a telescope. Louisville, a crack cantaloupes. Box you back into the rope, and your fate be sealed like envelopes. And I cheap, but no cataracts. Break teeth like a lumberjack. Pimped out, I'm so smack, go extra hard, don't hold back. Camped out, what now? Go, nigga, that's our sound. Loud pack with a funnel leaf and that bamboo, and that's uptown. And we cooped up and stay dipped out. That there be the man down. PG niggas don't play neither point gun, we spray rounds. Big shots to my whole team. Baggies in our baggy jeans. Eyes closed off endo. That there be the gal mean. Chicken chumps going ham on the low. You don't want no beef. I'm up no reg. Go get your crew. This county king, I roll one deep. Ladies wanna know what I like. I said long legs and soft cheeks. Baby girl, she said how you want it. 2 hands but no teeth. Cause we catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it. Let's go. Catching money, dodging fame.
That boy said I like long legs and soft cheeks. Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty dope,
Love
actually.
it. Long
Nah, that boy- I fuck with
legs,
it.
no teeth. Stop.
Was that you, by the way, rapping Smitty?
Fast as hell.
Nah, that boy cold. I fuck with it. What's up,
Right.
Smitty? Yeah, he cold. I fuck with it.
That was dope. Shout out to
Nah,
Smitty.
dope.
Takes no pity.
Oh,
Get
shit,
right down to the
shit.
nitty gritty. What's up,
My
Drew?
bad. I had to take
What's up?
myself off mute. Yes, hustler. That is me.
See, they
That
like
is-
it.
Shout
Smitty,
out to
I'm
you, Mike
glad.
Gunn. Shout out to
That
you,
is-
That
Drew.
hoe,
They like it.
that
That
hoe
is
hard.
act-
Yeah, what's up,
Yeah,
hustle?
that's
Nah, that hoe hard.
yeah. I wrote them. See, the thing is, like I told folks, I wrote them lyrics like that was right before I got locked up. I wrote them lyrics like, believe it or not, back in like 2009. I got locked up. I got out 2018. I didn't get a chance to actually record that song until 2021.
You know, Smitty.
So that was a long like like I know y'all know about like long process of like songs like
yeah.
you done
That's how it
been
go.
did, yeah, you done
Mhm.
been did that shit and finally you get it out and stuff. Like, nah, man,
Yeah.
that's all old, bro. Like,
Bro, do
everybody
you know how
in the
many
hood-
songs? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
You know how many songs niggas do 5 years, 6 years ago before they release now? That's a fact.
Man, look, Mike Jones. A lot of
Yeah,
people
that
didn't
too.
realize back then they didn't want me.
Mhm.
Some
That shit
people
old.
been heard that. Yeah,
Mhm.
man, before it finally hit the airwaves and stuff, they been knew that song, bro. So it's
Yep.
like
It's off of freestyle.
yeah, I'm
Mhm.
one of them type artists. You know what I'm saying? I just like I
Mhm.
said, I'm known where I'm from. Y'all just
Mhm.
I didn't I was in the streets too much. You know, the best example that I give is like Boosie and Webby. My brother was
Mhm.
trying to get me out the streets.
Mhm.
And I was basically like Webby. Like how Boosie just kept trying to like
Mhm.
Webby could have really did something. Like if
Mhm.
anybody know really the story of Boosie and Webby, Webby
Mhm.
could have really did something, but he stayed in them streets. And
Mhm.
that's literally for the most part my story. I could have, bruh, y'all have no clue how far I could have literally been one of them people on Vlad TV, everything else, doing the
Mhm.
big major interviews and everything else, Grammy Awards and all this other stuff, featuring on movies and shows. I never got out the streets, and I would say that's something I still kick myself in the ass about. I
Nah,
do.
everybody go through something, bro. Just it's just how
Nah.
you come out there, motherfuckers.
But you know
But
what's
I
wild?
think the track is fire. I
Nah,
like that song.
but you know
That's
what's
my
wild,
jam.
Drip? But you know what's
Mhm.
wild though, Drip? Real quick
Mhm.
though, because you do music too.
Mhm.
Me and my brother
Hello. That's why I wanted him to hear it.
me and my brother was talking about this
Mhm.
and how we were saying, you know what, bro? Once we finally like, now mind you, when we were saying we wanted to do this, it's like early 2000s, and I mean like 03, 04, 05, 06 type shit when we was in our prime of it. My point is, when we finally like a little while ago talked, we was like, bruh, did God save us from like this perverted ass Diddy parties? And because I was thinking about that, like as much as I said to myself, damn man, I was in the streets, I didn't make it. But then when I hear all the stories about how effed up these people become, how
Mhm.
perverted, how twisted, how I mean, you know what I'm saying? Who's that? Orlando
Brown. Yep.
Orlando Brown, all of that, the
Mhm.
Raven Simones and all of that. It's like then I say to myself, damn, bro, I don't know.
Well, Smitty, let me ask you this.
What's
Because
up?
this is a great conversation.
Real
If
shit.
we finna take off on this, do you believe in movie curses?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, bro. There are
Heard of
movies.
those.
Yes, I believe in the movie curses. I do believe in selling your soul, actually. I do believe in a blood oath. I'm just one of those people, bro. Like I actually really do believe in those things. I do believe it's real. They've talked about it, that fork in the road. And there's always and that's why they always have these subliminal messages. For example, when they talk about your initiation, if you peep small example, it's a whole lot of artists, especially in that rock, country, hip hop, whatever alternative. They always got a video. You know when they got initiated? When they got a video, when it's a scene in the desert.
Ooh, I heard
Think
about that
about
too.
how many times. That's not just no, that scene in the desert, them kind of walking and struggling with a nah, man. That's a whole everything. So there are so many. I believe in gematria. I believe in all of that.
That's how Post Malone first video was. That fucking White Iverson that boy was in the desert.
And that's initiation. There's
Right.
if you really go down the line and just really start to kind of go back and look at a lot of major art, all of them at some point, I don't care if it's a Beyonce, Rihanna, all of them have a desert video scene.
Yep.
That's
Shakira.
initiation.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's
So
wild.
if that's the case, so let's stay here because we want to go bounce back into the video.
Okay,
So
yeah. We
even
about
in
to
the
get back to the
so
topic. We about to get back to
so
the topic.
even in that realm, no, we could like kind of vibrate here for a second with that, because even in that, being that we're talking about artists that have reached that same plateau but on the gospel sector, because this is who we're talking about, right? So they actually have the same level of fame as some of the secular artists, that even more so than some of the secular artists do.
Yes,
Right?
Jen.
So these are
Yes.
gospel artists. So now that we're looking at this 25-year marriage and this divorce that's happening between some of the two of the top number one gospel singers, Tina Campbell of Mary Mary, where was there? Because
Now,
they
what's the
got
guy
there.
name that do gospel, Jen? LaRue? What's his name? No, Lecrae.
Lecrae,
Bro, that
I follow Lecrae.
was at the Diddy part.
He was,
Huh?
yeah. He talked about his journey
That's what I'm
there.
saying. Like, so
So
Jen, gospel niggas, I think is all cap. I ain't gonna hold you. Gospel rappers, I think they cap. I think they really be R&B singers and they be on that type of timing.
or they really be rap artists and be on that same type of time. Because
I mean,
in real
that's
life,
cool
he
too.
said
Rap artists or
before
gospel, whatever.
I mean, he wanted to rap before he wanted to come to Jesus, before he wanted to initiate into, bring Jesus into it. He really wanted to rap first, and then try to figure out how can he rap and still be saved. And then, obviously we know what happened. But yeah,
Okay,
so
so
I think on both ends,
okay,
be
so
R&B
my last question before y'all get to the video. Have y'all seen the last House Party movie with LeBron James?
and no.
Bro, you gotta watch it. There's
There
a
was a
scene
house
Wait a
party
where
with
minute, wait a
LeBron
minute. What?
James. When did that come
The
out?
last
Yeah,
House
yeah. I'm
Party
about to
movie.
say, what year? What year?
this was like 4 or 5 years ago. It got
I was
DC
gonna
Young
say gotta be
Fly,
recent.
Lil Wayne in that
Yes.
motherfucker,
Oh,
LeBron
yeah.
James,
Really?
the dude
Yes,
from
yeah.
the
I
Shy.
never
What's his
saw it.
name? The bright dude. He
Oh,
left
yeah,
his
I know you're
gal,
talking about.
Edmund. No, not Edmund. What's the guy name? But he and DC Young Fly, Shaq, Snoop,
Yep, I remember seeing
and LeBron James in that motherfucker. Like, it's a lot of people in that motherfucker. Matter of fact, Maya in that motherfucker. It's lit. But bro, Kid and Play in that motherfucker. Yes,
It's the House
sir. The
Party
original
3.
Kid and Play, bro, and Juvenile. So watch this. There's a scene where they go to this church, bro. It's all the celebrities and actors in that bitch, bro, and they're doing blood sacrifice in that. Real shit. Like, bro, you got to see it. It's diabolical, bro. Nigga, Kid
Don't
Cudi.
get me started.
Nah,
Don't
man,
get me
I'm dead
started.
ass, Smitty. Bro, you gotta watch that boy, bro. Like it throw you from, cause bro, the niggas are house cleaners and they cleaning LeBron James' house, and they figured out it's LeBron's house and he not coming back for like a week. Bro, they throw the biggest party in that motherfucker. LeBron come back, bro. The nigga from the shot end up having to play LeBron James for him not to call the police. Like, no, bro, it's good as hell, bro. But bro, while they at the party, they get kidnapped by Kid Cudi or some shit, and bro, they go to this church, bro, and it's like Kid and Play there. Like, bro, every celebrity and artist is in there in the church. And bro, it's like the what they call them people. Damn, my brain just froze. With the eye. What is it called?
Okay, no, here we go.
With the
Here you
pyramid,
go.
the pyramid with the eye. What is it called? What is that called?
The all-seeing eye?
No, it's
No.
called Freemason.
No, not the Freemason. No.
Illuminati.
Illuminati. That's what I couldn't think of that shit for nothing. Bro, they in there and it's like a Illuminati church, bro. And Kid Cudi was like, I'm the sacrifice for the night. Bro, they try to save the nigga Kid Cudi. Bro, it's diabolical, bro. Like all the celebrities and shit is in the church watching this shit.
No.
Share my screen.
Okay. You got something first, Jen. Okay, yeah, no. We can take a segue real quick before we get back to the original. I'm gonna play
It's all
yours,
music
but
for
I got
entertainment.
something after that. Yeah, you right here.
Okay.
Go ahead. That's on
So here
you.
you go.
Don't get us in trouble. Fair use. Let me put
Oh,
my
you
banners
got a
up.
fair use? Yeah, put your fair use banner.
Here we go. I got it.
Come on, get your lazy ass.
Yeah, this it right here.
Alright,
This it right here.
That's what you get staying out partying all
Emmett.
night.
His name is Emmett. That was the boyfriend.
Emmett. That's his name. Emmett. Yeah. Emmett.
Is this a movie here?
Yeah, it's like a trailer.
You just cursed. What would Jesus say?
Yes.
I found
This is my house.
I found it on my end. Came out in 2023, just 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Who? That couch just fluffed itself. Whose crib is this, man? Say Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is dead, fool. I mean, his house died. Dude got Miami shit, Cleveland shit, LA shit. Damn, pick a city, bro. Oh my God. We in LeBron's house. LeBron who? James.
That big ass jacket.
Yes.
You are one handsome motherfucker.
He got a hologram of himself just to give him compliments.
You handled the decision to go to Miami perfectly.
Nah, that's cat. I need 10 G's by next week.
2023.
Gotta pick my
Okay.
daughter's school. Listen, how about we throw the party in the king's house? We gonna invite all the celebrities. We can make 10 times the money. We can send Destiny to preschool, college, whatever. Tonight is our last shot. Looks like we about to throw a house.
Hi, I see you there. How are you?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You're going to jail, Kim.
Hi, I'm Peter. Is LeBron home? By the way, Black Lives Matter.
They do.
I posted 2 squares on my Instagram. Respect.
This is a really bad idea. I wouldn't do something like this unless I was desperate. Shit cracking, bro. Have you seen how out of control this party is? Shit, we done fucked up the koala. You good? What the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Your hairline is perfect. Anyone who says otherwise is just jealous.
This guy.
Yeah, see, they ain't showing up with the.
So they still
goddamn-
making house. So they're still
Bro.
making house party films 30 years later. Okay.
Bro, it's bro.
That's
LeBron
crazy.
James bought the rights to it. That's his movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
So
way.
I just found it on my end. Now, from what I understand, the
pretty
basic
cool.
plot is the basic premise: those 2 characters, Kevin and Damon, threw a wild party at LeBron
LeBron
James'
house.
to earn
Yeah.
money. I guess to pay
Yeah.
for his daughter's tuition or some shit
I
like
need-
that. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, he
I
just
need
said
to
that.
see.
Interesting
I need to
plot.
see.
Is it on
I need-
Netflix?
We,
I don't know.
Hustler,
You
you
could
got
probably
it.
pull
You
it up
just
on.
found it.
Fire
It's
Stick or
Warner
some
Brothers.
shit.
It's in a movie theater. It looked like it's
Yeah.
or it's probably on a Fire Stick because it's
Yeah,
Warner
Fire Stick.
Brothers.
I mean, the film's 3 years old, so come on, it ought to be available.
I mean, yeah,
Fire
you
Stick.
know,
Fire
old-
Stick for sure. You can watch that motherfucker.
Yeah, Fire Stick.
Damn, they had Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, Big
told
Sean,
you.
Kid Cudi, Lena, Wati, whatever her name is, Tanisha,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Maya in the
Bro,
movie.
they
Holy
had
shit.
the Black Power Ranger in that hole, bro. What's that nigga name?
Zach
Oh,
Zach
yeah,
Taylor,
Zachary,
Black
yeah.
Ranger.
Bro, he was in there. He was in there, bro. Because old girl was like, "Oh, you the Black Power Ranger?" She was like, "Hell yeah."
Not the Black
I was like,
Power
"Oh
Rangers.
shit." Yeah, he was in that whole Zach. That's the name. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's a good movie. It's a real good movie.
That's a good one. See, another movie to watch. So we're gonna do a movie review, y'all. Everybody got to go watch the movie, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it. Okay,
I see.
You
rolling
know
on
what?
to
You
main
know
footage.
what? I'm not even going to ruin this moment right now. I'm not going to be the Grinch. I could be the Grinch. I'm not going to ruin this moment. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
What?
Because I had something
people
totally
who say
opposite
that
to
one
say.
are about to say
Oh,
what
go
they're
ahead.
about to do to ruin the movie.
All right, fine. I will go ahead and say it then.
Or
All
play
right,
the
look,
video.
I'm sick of us not having like actual good plots and scenes and plans to the movie, and all we do is just say throw a bunch of names in there. I hate that shit.
So
I'm
you,
just being
so you
real.
don't think it got a good plot?
I don't know. I haven't
Well,
seen it.
Okay.
The plot's pretty good to me. Throwing a wild
haven't
party at a
seen it.
famous celebrity's house, or it's like a good plot to me.
I mean,
You
it's better than
you
being an
haven't seen that
airline pilot
before,
who's high
Hustler?
on coke and flips the plane upside down. Where's that plot?
Oh shit. Okay.
Better than a what plot?
Or better than portraying a slave running for freedom. That's a plot.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
I mean, or we can be a famous football player that gets shot in the alley. Ricky run.
Yeah, we
Nah,
don't
you
need
got
that.
Damn, though, man.
But
Come on now.
real
The
quick,
plot.
so
We're not getting away from that one.
you said
But anyway, let's get back to the
nah,
video.
you good. So real quick, when you guys were talking about like these blood sacrifices, right, Drip? I think that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where they literally do put it directly in our face. I'm not going to play this entire video. I'm just going to play to the point where we can get the message, and that's going to be extremely quick. So I'm just going to play this, and we can talk about it afterwards. Let me see something here. All right, you ready? Let's go. I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 10:55 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's rock out.
Hell is where our agents make our deals with the devil.
Now, I really don't think this video needs any introduction, okay? Because there should be no reason why I'm coming across a clip of Will Ferrell performing a satanic ritual on live television. And the number one thing I find to be the most ironic out of all of this is that Hollywood's celebrities always claim, praise be to God. Thank you, God, for this new award. Thank you, God, for these opportunities. How in the world could you sit here and openly say, thank you to God, if you're also at the same time doing such demonic things for the world to see? And this is not even something that could be like looked at, like it's overtly demonic, overtly satanic. Like this is clearly a ritual. And it starts off with like a small little interview between this guy named Chris Gethard, I don't even know who this is, and Will Ferrell. And he's asking how could he get or improve his TV show's ratings?
We're just going to watch this scene, y'all. So it's going to be quick. Let's go.
Will Ferrell goes, well, I mean, we could do a ceremony. If you want to, if you're willing to go there, we can do a ceremony. And then this is the skit that they performed in the next scene. Every single element of this video is overtly occultic, overtly satanic, right? Down to what he's saying, down to what he's chanting. During this entire ritual, Will Ferrell is sitting here saying, this is going to improve your ratings. This is going to improve your viewership the entire time. And then he continues to say, this is not art. This is not art. Like, it's like a chant to let people know and confirm the fact that this is a sacrifice. Very, very clear. And even if you look at what these people in the background are wearing, the people who are actually performing the ritual, right? You can clearly see, once again, more occultic symbolism. You will see snakes. You will see one person eating another person. Like, you will literally see every element, demonic mask in the background. Every single element of a sacrificial ritual is being shown here, right? But when you see it this overt, it really causes you to question, or at least it causes me to ask myself, why do they do this? Why do they make it so normal? Or why do they try to normalize? And you really want to ask yourself that question. Pay attention to how normalized all of the 7 deadliest sins are in today's society. And I really believe it's the normalization, the desensitization that we have to all of this demonic BS that causes it to be more and more and more accepted. Because in Hollywood, it's very, very clear They have so many movies, so many TV shows, so many executives who expose this. And in this video right here, we're about to hop into a movie that literally breaks down or predicted exactly what Will Ferrell is doing in this right here. Make sure you guys do leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel. But let's get into this, y'all.
If you were approached by a powerful shadowy group with a life-changing offer, join them and they will make you the next biggest star. But there's a catch. The initiation comes at a steep price that, frankly, most aren't willing to pay. For you to receive the world, they must first receive the soul of a loved one. Now ask yourself, is that a deal you're willing to make? I know I wouldn't, but in Late Night with the Devil, that was an offer Jack Delroy couldn't refuse, as he does the unthinkable to become the top name in late night TV. While something like this only seems possible in a movie, I can assure you, the real-life inspirations behind this movie, including the secret gatherings at the Real World Grove, are even more unbelievable. Today, we will be decoding Late Night with the Devil to show how it completely exposed Hollywood. By the end of this episode, you will never see Hollywood the same again. Late Night with the Devil follows Jack Delroy, host of late night talk show Night Owls, who is returning after the tragic...
Once again, just notice the symbolism.
Follows Jack Delroy,
the owl,
host of late night...
Like, if you guys don't know what that means or what that symbolizes, just do a little bit of research, bro. A little bit of research.
Talk show Night Owls, who is returning after the tragic death of his wife. With his ratings tanking, Jack is willing to do anything to stay on top, a desperate move that many claim is the reality for those climbing the Hollywood ladder. He stages a Halloween special featuring a psychic, a skeptic, and a parapsychologist with her 13-year-old patient who survived a satanic cult. This cult worshipped a demon called Abraxas, a deity the parapsychologist claims the little girl is possessed by. Now make sure you remember that name because its real-world history is exactly why this movie is so deep, and we'll be getting more into it later. The show takes a dark turn when the psychic starts projectile vomiting a black substance and dies. But things only get worse when the possessed girl tells Jack they've met before under the tall trees.
We go way back. We met amongst the tall trees.
For anyone who knows about the Real World Grove in the California Redwoods, that phrase is a direct Easter egg confirming what this movie is truly about. The film ends in pure
aka Bohemian Grove
chaos. In the most memorable scene of the movie, the demon takes over the little girl. Her head splits in half and glowing lava shoots out the top before she begins attacking everyone. Out of nowhere, Jack is suddenly transported to a nightmarish version of the show. This is where the movie stops being a story and starts becoming an expose. Jack didn't just stumble into this. It's revealed that Jack joined the Grove during a ceremony where he made a deal with the devil under the tall trees. He agreed to sacrifice his wife's soul in exchange for fame and ratings. In a final horrific moment of manipulation, Jack thinks he's ending his wife's suffering with a ritual dagger, only to realize he eliminated the young girl on live television. Now, while this might seem only believable in a movie world, don't be surprised at just how much this film got right and how closely it mirrors reality.
Once again, notice the owl. If you guys know anything about the Bohemian Grove is literally a huge owl-like structure that's in the middle of nowhere. California, obviously the land amongst these demons. It's no coincidence that Night Owls, he's performing a ritual in the Bohemian Grove that uses an owl to worship.
Surprised at just how much this film got right and how closely it mirrors reality. From the Night Owl symbolism to the secret society at the Grove, from the deals for fame to the heavy sacrifices attached to them, this wasn't just a movie. It was a glimpse at the hidden mechanics of Hollywood. We are going to decode it all right now, so make sure you stay to the very end because this one gets deep.
That's exactly what takes place. That right there. All of that right there that you just saw, that's exactly what goes on behind the scenes with all of this, even down to the Hollywood, right? For those who not hip, all right, so if you get into Wicca and you understand what the Holly Bush represents, so you got Hollywood. In Wicca, the holly bush is something that's used a lot. A lot of people don't know that. So then you go ahead and you get that name, and then you wonder why it's so much creepy, wild, crazy stuff that takes place and goes on. Yeah, it's a whole lot of crazy, creepy stuff that goes on. You see what I'm saying? So you just, it's you got to know how to peep what really takes place when you get into that Hollywood world, when you get into that whole like entertainment world. The fact is, yeah, if you want to really climb up on a ladder, you got to go ahead and you got to do some wild stuff. Why do you think folks like Rest in Peace Dolph and quite a few others, they went on ahead and they said, I'm just going to be independent with it. They're going to be independent. It's a reason why. It's a reason why a lot of
Right,
folks
but there's still a gatekeeper
yeah.
on. There's still a gatekeeper on. Well, now technology has aided and kind of cut that down. But as far as there's still a gate, there's someone still holding the key to get to the next level. And if you want to, I mean, you can only go in real
you
life.
gotta,
We've noticed that they can only go so far
gotta
independently outside of still having to have someone have distribution. They can almost, it's almost like it's a gift and a curse, right? Because in real life, as a business person, right? In real life, I mean, Drip can either keep driving the party bus or he can hire somebody. So at some point, you have to surrender to that outsourcing of someone has to handle. So you cannot literally distribute all your music by yourself and still be an artist and still be, whoever else you are. So there's someone to go to that next level, whatever that next level is. When you start seeing them wearing like Chloe Bailey and Beyonce started wearing the Baphomet dresses that are made with the Baphomet horns on it. There's something that happens at that level to go to the next level where you have to surrender a part of your business, part of your music entity to somebody else for their help into going to the next level. And that's where the gate key comes into where, okay, which hand are you going to take? That's when they start giving you, because everybody has, when I was working with Jagged Edge, there was some, hearing them talk about certain things on why they didn't go, why they invested on a different direction in songwriting versus still trying to climb the ladder of being an artist, right? Because they could literally have bumped everybody else out the way and been all the way at the top, but they were still competing with 112, Boyz II Men, so all that was in the same line, right? You're still competing with the other male groups, but just hearing them reference how they wouldn't surrender to certain things because that means they had to give up their catalog or give up all the songs prior to them signing. They couldn't keep anything after they signed. So any music they made that made millions of dollars, they never going to recoup, or there's something in that clause that they're not going to be able to get to that next level. They signed with Trina with Slip and Slide. So for an example, maybe trying to go to another record label, but still even there, to be on that level, that next level, they had to give up something. So then you see them fighting for their rights to their masters later, because that's where along the line they had to give up something to get to that next level as much as they wanted to be independent. So I still don't think that they're not, the people that are independent, that stay independent, they're happy with being wherever that tier is. They don't want to go to the next tier.
So
That, you know what I mean? They're happy there because to go to the next tier, they have to, wear the Baphomet dress, who the Baphomet is on your dress, or they have to do the one eye thing on all their photos, or they have to do the desert scene, and they haven't had to do a desert scene all three albums in. Now they got to do a desert scene. Well, 3 albums in, like Eric Roberson, love Eric Roberson, never went mainstream, but you listen to them, who are 3 albums, the first 3 albums and first 2 albums is bangers. They come to him and say, hey, we want to go mainstream. The next album, he got no control over nothing. So all of a sudden you got a desert scene after made all this great music and all these great visuals and all these, these little, what was it called with Jay-Z when he was doing the song card with the band? What was that called? What was it called? When they was doing the live music, what was it called? The Unplugged. You know what I'm saying? No more unplugged, because those are intimate, private settings. So if you want to get to the next level where you on the unplugged stage,
yeah.
you gotta, even though you independent, you can stay over independent. You ain't gonna do unplugged though. You're not gonna be TRL, and you're not gonna be coming in and 106 and Park. No. I don't know where you're going, but you're not doing that.
Okay.
But you can stay independent. We love you. Beautiful music.
So, Hustler, you there? You there, Hustler?
I'm here.
Okay, so I want to ask you, I like to, on my channel, I like to keep everybody
All right, bye,
involved
Drip.
equally. Shout out, Drip. I can't
Shout
I
out to
can't
Drip.
see it. Yeah, I can't see it. Shout out. Thank you for coming through, Black Man. I appreciate it. Even if it's just for a few, that's all we ask for.
Yeah.
So Hustler, let me ask you this before I get ready. I'm getting ready to play this video right now. I got it queued up. When it comes to cheating, when it comes to a woman or a man, so I want you to, I guess, let's just say, speak from a man's perspective. Do you believe that there should be a more than once clause, as in, like, if you cheat once and you really are sincere, I can forgive you and I can get past that? Or do you believe that no, once you cheat one time, that's it? What's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna say one time and that's it.
Really?
Okay. No, yep. Go ahead, elaborate. You got the floor. Elaborate. It's all you.
Because if you cheat on me one time, I forgive you. You know what that does? Give her leeway to possibly do it again, especially if you just brush it off and think it's not going to happen again. No, you're giving her, I don't know, somewhat of an advantage or leeway to possibly do it again, compared to just cutting her off completely. Now she knows she done fucked some shit up. And even if you do
So
take her
she can
back,
cheat
it'll
on
be
you one time and you're gonna take her back?
nope.
So one time and that's it.
Pretty much, yes. Now, that's a problem for either one of you two. Then, hey, I don't know what to tell you. I ain't taking no
Hold
chick
on.
back after she cheats one time.
Wait. I got it, Jen. I got it. Okay. And
What
then no. I got you, Jen, and then you take over from there. Hustler, what if you've been with her and married for, let's say, 10 years? You've been with her, for 5 years, but y'all been married altogether 10 years, and y'all got one kid together and you share property together. You all go through a cheating circumstance, because just for the record, I'm damn near certain that's what this is right here. Do you still say one time and that's it? Do you split up everything, the house and everything? Do you just up and leave and go off of one cheat? Yes or no? Rock out.
Okay, now you're making it complicated. When you start adding kids into this,
No.
that's when
Just
shit gets
realistic.
complicated.
Just realistic. No,
Okay.
actually
Just stating
realistic.
fact.
That's actually very much so normal. That's very normal, actually.
If there are kids involved, I probably wouldn't just leave right away because I don't want to split up the family. But then again, you could argue that the person that cheated broke up the family in the first place. You got to think about that as well. If Genesis cheated on her man, then technically she's the one that broke up the family, not the man being cheated on.
Facts.
I've heard people say that a lot too. Your wife cheated on you, now you want to leave her and break up the family. No, she broke up the goddamn family with her cheating ass. Same thing with a man. You cheat on your girlfriend or wife, you fucked up the family, sir. So
okay,
the person
on that
doing the
note,
cheating is
roll
what
the
fucked it up.
video. Okay, on that note, play the video because now
I'm gonna play.
yeah, because
That's
I
my
mean
thoughts
it's
on it.
literally
Let me
bouncing off
pull
of
the
what he's
video
talking about.
up. Let me
It's a
pull the
little
video
different
up.
when there's kids involved. I'm just saying it's a little
All right.
different
Okay,
when there's
so
kids
go ahead. We're about
involved.
to come on.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a question for you after this video. Let's go ahead and get to it. And with that being said, hold on.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Shit. I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now was 11:12 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and rock out.
If you whispered in a closet that you want to apply your faith to the situation, then apply your faith.
Since then, I found out about more. And I don't want to hold on to somebody who I cannot trust. You see, I have been trying since the very beginning. The situation gets a little worse, and then I try to forgive, and it gets a little worse, and I try to forgive. You gonna keep adding people? You gonna keep adding people? You gonna keep adding people? I thought we had a good life just like everybody else watching. I thought we was the ideal relationship just like everybody else. And I got to find out in front of the whole goddamn world that all of my life was a lie. And you want me to quote scriptures right now?
I don't want you to
want
quote
me to say
scriptures.
what I don't. You want me to say something that's all I know that. I never kissed another man. I never went out with another man. I never entertained the wrong conversation. I never cheated in my head. I never did anything. I was 190% committed to that man. And this is what you did every time I was gone. You stole my life away from me. I'm angry. Why you gotta do me like this? I was good to you, man. I was good to you. I was good to you. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. He don't deserve me. I don't want him. I had hope when all of this started, when I let the whole world know about it. I thought we was healing because he had me thinking that we was healing. You can't keep telling me stuff a little bit. You wait 2 months, then you tell me something else. Then you wait 2 weeks, and you tell me something else. You torturing me, man. You torturing me. Why you putting me through all of this? Break my heart once. You gonna break my heart every month? Come on, man. You taking all the strength that I got inside of me. Just give it all to me. Knock me all out at once. I got a knockout punch every week. That's too much for anybody, Erica. It's too much, Erica.
I know.
It's too much.
I know.
It's too much.
I know. But
It's
we
too
know
much.
we know what to do. We know the steps to get better.
That right there is impossible.
So you said you never been through this, right? I have. Listen to me for a second. You ain't never been through it. I have. I'ma tell you how you get better. Even though you want to be negative, you make a conscious effort and a decision like you fighting a on the street and work toward positive. That's all you can do. That's the only choice you have.
Y'all want me to be safer than I am.
I don't.
I love Jesus. I want to be
don't.
like Jesus, but I'm not Jesus.
Tina, I know you're not Jesus, and I'm not expecting you to be.
Y'all gotta let me be broken. Let me get
So
it
you
out.
don't want me
If
to
I
tell
try to
you
know,
what
I'm
I-
not
you don't want
saying
me to
that,
tell you
Erica.
nothing?
But y'all don't want nobody to feel what they feel.
I'm not-
If
that's
I
not
want
what
I'm gonna be
saying.
walking around with this same pain 3 years from now, 8 months from now, 6 months from now. Yes, I am if I don't let myself feel what I'm feeling.
Let's
So
get to it.
interesting details on this part of the case. This part of the
Let's get
case.
to it. Let's get to
Interesting details on this part of the relationship. So if you haven't figured out by now, this is about Tina and Teddy Campbell. I think I need y'all to make sure because Lady Quantum says she remembers this. Right. So this is the Mary episode where Tina found out that her husband of 25, at this point, her probably was 20 years because it was a few years ago when this was recorded, or I don't know, it's a few years ago. So, but anyway, so they've been together considerably amount of time. They got like 4 or 5 kids, 5 or 6 kids together at this point. Right after this, she got pregnant. So I was telling you, I'll tell everybody, so you know the whole tea about the situation is that, like she said, in her perspective, she's never cheated, she's never done anything. She's thinking that she's 100% with this man, and she literally is on tour. So y'all know how big Mary was, you know, with I'm Walking and, you know, God in Me and all these great songs and all these performances, concerts out the wazoo, all type of gospel fest, and you know, with the Fred Hammond and all the Clark sisters and Yolanda Adams, all the big wigs, right? Is out doing these festivals. And while she's out doing that, he's cheating, right? And he's not just cheating once or twice. He's doing it every single time. So she'll be on the road. And this is the thing, that he's also an artist. So let's make sure we get some of the facts straight on the fact that he's also an artist. He's in a big gospel band himself. So there are times where he, you know, he's also away doing his thing, and then she's also away doing her thing. And the crazy thing is, if you don't follow gospel music, you're not probably going to know about him and his gospel band. But you don't have to follow gospel music to know about Mary, right? Because Mary is on TV. Mary songs are pretty much played, you know, amongst secular music. So right up in there somewhere, they're going to play Golden. Right after that, they play God and Me, and they'll play, you know, Snoop Doggy Dogg. So it's not like you can't not know who Mary is, as opposed to you don't know who he is in the gospel music world. Right. So he's an artist doing the same thing she's doing. And he's been doing it just as long as she's been doing it. Sometimes they have even toured together. Like he's been the opening band for them because they're the highlight of the show. So there are times when he is away, like I said, and then she's away. So he has his ground to cheat. He's doing his thing wherever he's at. Also, when he's at home and then she's away on tour, he's doing whatever he's doing too. And it's not just a few times. It was like literally every time. So this is the culmination of her finding out, because that's why she said, wait a minute, you're adding more because initially, months earlier, he had told her when the cheating was revealed, and now there's a combination of him just coming to her. I think the next video when he said, I have to, I can't take it no more. So he wants to clear his conscience. He wants to, again, come right with Jesus after you done poke half of whoever you've been poking, right? So now you've been out here poking, but now you want to get right with Jesus because you see it's really tearing your wife apart. It was tearing your wife apart when you was up inside of Lakeisha. So now she's having that breakdown part because I used to be plugged in too, lady. We all know this scene because she's really having a real battle between being of the world, because that's why she said you got to act like you fighting a nigga in the street and still hold on to being faith of her faith, because her faith is telling her what Eric is telling her. And so many people, just like I pointed out, and I'm sorry Melinda here, but so many people have moments like this where it turns non-religious people away from going to church because they see you in these moments like this and they don't see you getting mad about it. They see you doing what Erica's doing. Erica's saying, you know how to handle this. Go to your prayer closet. And Tina's like, no, because this is some fucked up shit. And I want to say it's fucked up, but I love God and I can't be cursing. Right? So we see most of us would be acting like Tina, like, hell no. But see, the battle is that people expect her to do what Erica's doing. Calm down and just go pray about it and let the Lord handle it. And, but we're not going to remind you one more detail that Erica's husband cheated too, but Erica's husband cheated only a few times. Whereas this guy has admitted now to be cheating every time she was on tour. And she'll be on tour for months at a time, sometimes even a year. Well, not even a year, but she'll fly the kids out to see her, or she'll take a break to go see her kids. So when she goes see the family for that weekend or that week that she can go see the family, she would be back with her family, but then she'll go back and be on tour again because they might be on tour for 8 or 9 months. So keep all that in mind in detail, where the other girl, the sister that's telling her to calm down, husband just cheated like 2 or 3 times. And then he never did it again. Whereas this man is literally confessing to habitually cheating every time you went out here to make money for the family. So there you go. Plug
Hustler,
that in.
What you got, Hustler? My check 1 2. My check 1 2. My check 1 2.
Okay, I'm back. Had to get some out the stove.
Oh God, he didn't hear nothing.
Oh no, I heard it. I was
okay.
The last time was loud enough for me to hear it. So hey.
No, I'm just making sure you get in there before I go ahead and get in there, because I got a lot to say.
I mean, I saw the video before I stepped away. I'm like, damn, that's wild. So old girl, so I guess her husband cheated on old girl. So her husband cheated with her basically, and now she's mad about the whole thing. I'm like, damn, you can have her. Well, she deserves it.
She's mad. No, she's mad. That's her sister. You know who that is, right? You know that's Mary Mary.
I've never seen Mary, so someone elaborate on that show.
You've never seen them like you don't have to watch the show, but you've never seen them their music or heard the music or seen the music video.
I know who they are.
They're on the radio.
They're the gospel singers. I know who they are. So yeah.
Right. Usually they're big. They're big enough to be on billboards if they were going to be in town, or if there's a show coming, all that kind of stuff. They're very big. Well, Tina, the one who's screaming, is the one who found out that her husband's been cheating. But this is her reaction that you just saw is her finding out that there was more than what her husband initially copped to. So initially she found out her husband was cheating. He admitted to the one cheating, right? So that's why we said do one time is enough for you to stay, or would you leave? So she thought it was one time. He said it was just that time. But now because they're gospel singers and they're into the church so heavy, they're feeling very convicted, and he now has to come clean. He wants to come clean. So now what you just saw was him coming back telling her it's more people than the one time. It was every time you was gone out of town singing for Jesus on doing your concert tours. Every time you was on tour.
Oh my God.
So now what you saw is her reaction to him telling her, by the way, it's about 15, 20, 25, 30 more people. Every time he was gone out.
I don't understand. I'm not saying it applies to y'all, so work with me, but how the hell y'all gonna call yourselves followers and worshipers of the Almighty High, but you're doing all this devilish bullshit behind the scenes. Seriously. This is why I say everybody don't need to be getting married. Everybody shouldn't call themselves a Christian. You need to stay in your own goddamn lane so you can figure out where the hell you stand, because you can't go around here defaming the good name of marriages and what it stands for by cheating on your spouse. If you know you're not fit to be a husband or wife, don't do the shit then. I'd rather you be a fuck girl, fuck boy, or friends of benefits than to be out here trying to marry somebody and then want to mess it up by cheating because you want to explore your options. Do what you want when you're single, but when you're married, all bets are off. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I hear this shit.
So you're absolutely right. You're very, very, very much right, because that is literally when this show aired, there was lots of feedback like what you just said. Lots of comments back on. I've been following them. People were saying if I went to church with you, I would stop going because of this. And people were really, there was a mass amount of audience that was on the side that you're on, saying, how come this be so hypocritical? Even though we know the pastor, we done heard pastors and little kids, and pastors have been cheating on the wives, but for some reason it's just the world could at the time could not conceive, because like she said, we were the couple that I thought we was the couple goals that everybody wanted. I thought we was happy. We was in a happy marriage, right? So everybody had this. A lot of people had the same sentiment that you just had, which was, how can you be in the church and singing for Jesus, literally ushering souls to praying, for souls at the end of your concerts, because your music is so moving. You got and then yet and still your husband's out here freaking leaking every single time you're gone on tour. That's crazy.
So
bye.
So all right, let me start here. One, first and foremost, let me go ahead and hit this. Nancy, please and thank you. I appreciate
You know what,
it.
Nancy?
I appreciate it, man. So look, right. One, first and foremost, a woman like herself going through what it is that she just went through. The thing that I can't stand is, all right, so what about how old is she?
She was almost, I want to say, I forget around this time was she 40-ish, because
Yeah,
she
that's
had
what
a baby
I
and her
figured.
baby
I
was high
figured.
risk.
So my point is that she is still well than more young enough. Yes, young enough to go ahead and have a new life if she wanted to. But after that type of trauma, when it comes to a relationship, is she really able to? The thing is that I really have a hard time with like men and women. Like I don't care which, species of human it is. People who do shit like that, what this guy did, I don't like it, because that damages her. Do you really think that she can go ahead and have another relationship? Do you really think that she can go ahead and have herself actually another long lasting relationship? You see what I'm saying? I got you.
It may take a while because you don't just get over that easily. So who
Nah,
knows?
And hold on, hustler. But watch this though. I hear you on that. But in your 40s, like once you reach a certain pinnacle of life,
Well, they've been together this whole time, so
like,
that's why she said you took my whole life, because her
and
whole
that
25
even
years
more,
is gone.
even more. Exactly. I mean, even more.
I
Do
think
you
she
really
was
think
40
a
by the
person
time she
like
had
that?
that baby. I want to say, I'm gonna check. Go ahead.
But okay, back. Go ahead and do that research real quick. That's cool. But like honestly, my point is, do you really think she can move on after that? After something so devastating as that? Like, now I don't know the ins and out of the relationship. I don't know how much she might have didn't work her part or whatever. I don't know if it's just about touring. I don't know. It's all I'm saying. But from what I'm listening to and looking at, considering that right there, that right there destroys people. What I saw was somebody who was screaming about, I literally just wasted my life. That whole everything just destroyed any possibility of me trusting anybody in the future, me loving anybody truly in the future. Like, you just destroyed that person. You really like you put them beyond behind the 8 ball. And I'm talking about the same thing that happened to dudes that go through the same thing. It just so happened, we're talking about our sister right now, right? So let's keep it focused on her. So, I mean, it's like you just really mess it up. So that's why I'm one of the guys, I'm like, bruh, I can't stand niggas that do like that. Because you destroy it. You destroy it for any possibility. Can you imagine what the next man will have to go through? If Hustler was to get with her after that, that man is going to be jumping through all kinds of hoops and fires. That man is never going to be able to miss a phone call. He can't fall asleep while playing the video game. He can't do a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, I'm kind of being fun with it. But on some real talk, though, he won't be able to go ahead and do nothing. Why? Because the relationship she was in before she got with him, man, that shit destroyed her. That relationship that man got in before he got with you, Jen, destroyed him. And you wondering why all of this extra, like, where is this coming from? And that's where we get the whole, like, you need to go heal. Sometimes it's not about, matter of fact, I'm going to say most of the time, it's not about you need to go heal. It's about what in the world happened before you got here with me. And then usually if you take time to go ahead and look at and think about what possibly happened, then that's where you can get a better feel of what's going on. Because then once you do, to land it, and I'll go ahead past the floor, once you do, you recognize that some people ain't no healing from that. Whatever it is they might have went through. And from there, you can't be in no relationship with them. You can't be with them. Maybe you can befriend them. I don't know. But you can't be with them. And that's how you get a better gauge of things. But I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead, rock out, Jen. What you got?
All right, so all right, so info, Tina right now is 51. And then this was
51. Okay.
Yeah, so this was when did this show air? Because the youngest son, Santana, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 5 kids. That's what I thought. Glendon Theodore Jr., who is now who is Teddy's firstborn son, is 17. So he was a little boy back when this was airing. That's why I'm like, when was this? And then Santana was a baby, and he's 13 now. So yeah. So just to kind of give you a timeline. As of right now, they said they okay, so yeah, the couple shares with 2 minor children. That's Theodore Jr. and Santana. The 3 adult children, Leah, Malia, and Sierra, are his kids, and they came with the marriage when he married her. So yep, that's the whole judge on that. What else? You got one more video, right? Hold on.
I mean, honestly, like, we gotta
Oh, it
go
was just
ahead.
those two.
Yeah. We gotta go ahead and get back to, this rap battle real quick. Plus, I got this video with this cat dog.
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, what?
I
Nah,
wanted to
nah.
oh well.
Yeah, I
No,
get back.
I was oh, that's
Oh,
the
you
house
got
party.
something?
So wait a minute. I thought I had it. Okay, so yeah, so anyway, so what's been going on with this? This is Teddy and Tina. Their marriage is now ending of 25 years. The divorce was filed on the 13th of August, April. So they good and done now. People want to know what's going on. The kids, obviously between the two kids, they just have to do the joint custody and all that nine. So as far as you won't be seeing as her making any public appearances about this until the proceedings are underway. So just everybody wants to be like, okay, what's happening? What's going on? Y'all told us about them and talking about this this topic. But ultimately, if you want to be interested in it, find out and follow. When you talk about, when I was asking y'all guys talking about the whole cult and the whole rituals and the Illuminati and the cult and getting into that part of the music business or the industry. I mean, I'm still, when it talks about the sacrifices and all that, I'm still like, what, we don't know what is, like Drip said, it could just be the same exact thing that the regular artists go through. Like, it's all cap, right? They just regular artists, and then they just in that sector of gospel music. The Bible has a bunch of areas where it talks about, like, be careful what you hear, be careful what you put around you. There's scripture after scripture that talk about that. They talk about those same scriptures in regards to also, like, be careful what you ask for and ask for what you want, right? So that you kind of like almost making a wish, and then you're incorporating these satanic elements that are going to manifest it. So it's interesting to see when I looked into like where were there any crosses between Christianity and the music business and things like he said when he was talking about the owl. Interestingly enough, when you see an artist morph into an animal, ideally Snoop Dogg did it, and what was that video where he turned into a Doberman or something? Whenever they make you look like the pristine chapel, what is it called? What was it called? With the stained glass art where the picture of Jesus is in the stained glass. If they made you look like that, or they did something like how Madonna did, like a prayer, and she was walking across the, bowing before the Mary, the Virgin Mary, right? So stuff like that, we don't even realize they're not even not as big as like having a desert video, but there was subtle elements that will be, in videos or in the music that we don't even realize. But these are gospel artists, and they would use those concepts to say, like, we want to make your album cover or your, the image of you be more appealing to the broader audience. So they want to try to do something that would make other people, usually a gospel artist, you would see a cross, or you would see like, a picture of themselves on there. Because even with Mary, they had controversy in how they dressed because they're curvy women and how they were like sexualizing gospel. But then you look at other gospel artists like Yolanda Adams, she wears full form-fitting dresses, and you can see everything in her body, but it's not like Cardi B. She's not out here slinging WAP. So they kind of use these like soft, subtle things to say, these are literally more of a secular, satanic sign of something happening in those gospel images. But I'm just wondering, when we were talking about it, I'm like, so there's got to be some sort of crossover in that world of gospel, to where if this kind of initiation is obvious, like a desert video, then what gospel artist has a desert video? It's crazy, right? So if you go look into it, I just thought it was interesting that it was like, wow, wait a minute. If you just look at an artist turning into an animal, we never think about that, but that's considered, mixing those two worlds together, especially if you have a real secular artist doing it and then a Christian artist doing it. So just y'all that was my little tidbit, because I thought that was an interesting cue. They'll have crossbones in the video, or they'll have on crossbones, or they look like, rugged. Remember when Michael Jackson did Thriller? The whole Jehovah's Witnesses kicked him out. They were like, "No, you can't be with us and do that video." But I mean, him morphing into an animal was could have been the gospel version of him, getting initiated. But I digress. I don't know. What do I know?
I mean, look, there are a lot of us didn't realize for how long the industry actually is polluted with all kinds of magic that ends with the IK. That's just something that it is what it is on that. We're not going to keep going with all of the it's a conspiracy, it's this and that.
Mm-hmm.
They put that in our face directly in our face. We know what it is now. We see how they move. It is what it is. And that's why I was even saying, like earlier when I was talking to Drip, shout out to him, thank you for coming up, that I was wondering if me and my brother, like we were talking about it, like, bro, did we really get saved?
Mm-hmm.
Like from a certain demise? Like, did we get saved from one of those, oh, we started out as me and you, and now one of us have to go so the other one can make it all the way to the top because for some reason, they're going to fool us into believing it's not enough money and not enough cameras and pictures to be taken for the both of us. And then we really was thinking about that, like, because we talk about a lot of this type of stuff, like the conspiracy theories and everything, and how, man, it's crazy when you actually get to really looking deep, like when you take a deep dive into like the whole, it is not a conspiracy. You want me to pull this up, what you got over here?
Yeah, so I can't see. I gotta do this. I forgot I gotta do this with that.
Let me just finish what I'm saying real quick. But what I'm saying is that
Mhm.
when we take a deep dive into what's really going on, we actually get to seeing that it don't have a damn thing to do with your talent. And that's what's sad, because it's supposed to be exactly about that. NBA, it should be about how good are you and skilled are you at playing basketball. NFL, so on and so forth, boxing, and we can go on and go on. But once we recognize that it don't have nothing to do with actual talent no more, it's this stuff is ritual. It's ritual based,
Which makes you wonder what's happening with old boy and with Mary and her husband. Makes you wonder what was their sacrifice, because now look at what's happening. They're not going to let you stay happy too long. You know what I mean? Is this part of that? Because sometimes, he living the same, he getting exposed to the same kind of women everybody else is being exposed to. He in the music business. So I'm just saying. But yeah, so this what I was looking at, but then I just noticed something at the bottom, but I'm not gonna read through all this. I'm just letting y'all see some of what I was talking about. But look at the imagery, how you'll see we've seen this imagery, like an artist turning into an animal. But then going down to, I don't remember Andy Miano, but looking at this image right here, this will be their album cover, right? I remember way back, you think about like MTV Raps, late night videos, you'll think about.
I remember.
Yeah, so you'll see these videos and they'll like, I had a few rock and roll, like alternative artists who were actually Christian artists, but then they were so alternative sounding. But then they were also one of those artists where they would say like, hey, if you play their song, slow it down, you'll hear a message or whatever. So obviously the Skull and Bones for that Skies album cover here, This is album cover. So all this is symbolic. There's your eye that you're talking about right there on the A. Symbolic, all right? Toby Mac, also another artist who also had symbolic satanic symbols in his lyrics or in the song, in the artwork, right? So that's what I was going to scam down to. We've seen scenes like this, right? Before he reaches them, they'll disappear and puff into a darker smoke. We'll hear the lyrics of someone talking about a dream or a vision they had, the image of it, of somebody coming in the dark and taking you away and that person just disappearing. That is also a drop of like Satanism even in a Christian video. And it shows up where they're trying to like, that's what I'm gonna show you about Lecrae in a second, but like how Lecrae would be rapping about fighting a demon and having to get over this hump in life. And in the video, it would be a visual representation, and that would be their little satanic piece of, there you go. And then see if the artist can't stomach it, that will tell them if you're ready to go on to the next level or not. But if you're okay with it, like Lecrae explains, like if you're okay with it, because you're accepting this to be as a rite of passage to get to the next level, right? So there's that puff of smoke we were talking about, where it's like in your vision, you were saying I was running to my grandmother and I'm singing to my grandmother and I run to my grandmother and she just disappears, right? So yeah, again, another little drop of, again, here's some lyrics. I'm not going to read through all this. But it did say down here, Christian artists who it talked about, third day. There's a symbol, right? So you see this symbol, right? That's supposed to be not pure and holistic. Right there is what that symbol looks like with that 2 moons inside that ring. That's also their symbol, right? Supposed to be come together, but then that's also their symbol. So even though they brought this to them as the artwork to say, hey, this represents you guys, and it's also not exactly, it's not blessed, nothing blessed. So again, we talked about this right now. Look how long they've been discussing this topic as far as in the gospel TV. But let's see how then it's starting to get normalized. See how they're put on the Time magazine. A lot of other people read the Time magazine. Not us that's making the music always, but the other people are reading Time magazine. But down here where it said here, according to the site listed above, this artist, that third day, collaborated with Timberland, right? Tori Kelly and Lecrae, right? And The Need to Breathe. They collaborated with them and they made a song called Kill Yourself. So that was also with this artist right here, King of Country. So again, we've seen these symbols, and it's crazy to see the sun cross and see them symbols, because to other people that it really means something to. In this regards, folks that know that it has a negative connotation, it's associated.
So wait a minute. Scroll back. Yeah,
you see where it said Drake?
No, wait. Go,
right here.
Go. No, the red one you just passed. Yeah, right there. So if a lot of us, if a lot of us remember, from even back to old Looney Tune days and everything, on the side of airplanes and stuff like
You've
that.
You've seen this symbol and don't even realize it.
We've seen that symbol so many times growing up, and they just made it seem like it was just like, I don't know, just like a fighter military type thing, but no, it has a much more deeper and significant meaning. But go ahead and keep on going. I just wanted to point that out.
No, you're good. So additionally, so yeah, I passed this up right here. Did y'all see who they were talking about? As you can see, primarily associated with themselves and with secular groups. Take Timberland, for instance. He's been known to work with artists like Jay-Z, right? Madonna, Rihanna, Drake, just to name a few. But additionally, Timberland wrote a song called
How Did You Miss Missy?
Well, Missy and all them other people. But he wrote this song right here that's a type that's made for this group down at the bottom, which is supposed to be a gospel artist. So, what they're trying to get you to understand is that the gospel artists, like Drip was saying, they just regular artists with a little regular R&B rappers, regular R&B artists. And then what separates them is what they are singing and rapping about, right? And they're going through some of the same rituals and going through the same initiations just the same way. Jennifer Hudson, they say, like, what would they say it was? A family sacrifice, a blood sacrifice. Remember her mom and her nephew, right? Her little brother, was it? Her mom or her little brother were taken right when she crossed over from American Idol to the Dreamgirls. When she won American Idol, and then the movie came out. But in between that, she lost her 2 family members. Usher, right? Usher is about to be in concert with the only other biggest artist that can like literally handle the same kind of weight. Like Usher fans and Chris Brown fans, literally probably a neck and neck in fandom, right? That's gonna be a crazy amount of people any and every time those two show up. But there had to be what? Usher lost his son, right? The little boy passed away at what were they, jet skiing? So just think about some of the things that has happened. You know, unfortunately, we're not saying like, you know, that Chris Brown had a sacrifice, but he can't stay with nobody, right? He can't keep nothing. The thing that he's thriving the most, that he wants to be happy with, is that he can't do it. He can't seem to find someone that'll be with him. So, you know, everybody, all of them have their little something. But look at this next one, y'all. Look at Skillet. How is that gospel? How is that? But that is describing someone's transitioning from, you know, leaving the secular world and moving into the spiritual realm.
Well, see, the thing is, Jen,
but that's what it looked like.
You know, we have to remember that there are going to be a lot of, let's say, you know, scripture texts, right? Things that, let's say, it's just been written, right? No matter what book you read, it's been written that a lot of the things that played out back in a time of early will replay itself during the time of new, right? So us being in the time of new, we will see a lot of things that we read about. Now, you know, for example, you know, I said before, you will know it's the signs of the times will show itself when men wear their hair like women. And I don't mean like locks or anything. I mean like women.
But that was that Bon. You want to go back to like Bon Jovi and, you know,
No,
back
I'm
then
talking
when
about
the kids
no.
days.
Yeah, I'm talking about even like no, I'm going there. I'm about to go there. Like Isley Brothers, Rick James. Yeah.
Then it's been a time for a minute.
For a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You will know the signs of the times when the children become the parents' master. You know, like that spoiled kid in the grocery store. I want it now. I want it now. Okay, Timothy, here you go. It's a whole bunch of different things that's going to be taking place. You're going to be noticing how from a pride, let's just say that and leave it there, whole months and ceremonies accommodated for it. Once upon a time, it was something called Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, we can go down a list of how many different facets of life that we have read about, that we see time. Does it really repeat itself, or is it that humans simply just don't learn their lesson? And that's what I've actually been wondering for quite some time now. I've been actually more so focused on, is it really that time is repeating itself, or is it that we just keep on doing the same damn thing? Nothing's actually changed. We just actually have more technology to do what we're doing. You know what I mean? And we've adjusted the laws so that you're not beheaded for this and beheaded for that. That's what I really be wondering, you see? So, I mean, we have a lot of things that we have gone into, Jen, in this like later day and age that absolutely is I don't think it's something that everybody is ready for. That's where I'm at. I digress. My mic is muted.
Is that Taylor Swift? Lord Jesus. Oh my
What?
goodness, that is
What?
her. Taylor Swift music, satanic, says Christian worship leaders. Oh, that's somebody talking about her because she had a video where she's got like all these red faces around men wearing red faces around her. I mean, that's why if you go back and look at some of the symbols or whenever they throw the hand symbol up, remember when I don't know if you saw the Cam Newton interview with Jason Wilson and Cam Newton wanted him to throw up the peace and love symbol that he says, but he's not going to do that because that is representing the sign of the Satan, or the enemy, right?
Right.
So I mean, but he said, "Oh, but it means, Cam was just offended. Like this is what it means, what it means to me." Did you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? You don't know
Give
what I'm
me
talking
just a little more. No, just give me a little more detail. I'm listening to you. I just need a little more detail as to what you're
It's the hand symbol. It's the hand symbol.
talking about. That diamond.
No, when they throw up the other hand symbol.
Oh no, yeah, I think you're talking about is that's supposed to be the horns. I believe you're talking about the horns.
It's not. Well, yeah, it's the I guess, yeah, the horns.
The horns. You're talking about the horns. Yeah.
Right,
So it's crazy, right? Because
okay, see here. Let me see.
so watch, right? It's crazy. While you pull up what you pulling up, because I got something too. This right here.
Oh my God. Oh God.
It just as much means I love you, right? So I mean, if you go to sign language, that means I love you, right? If you go to another aspect of it, as far as another side of the world, it means something totally different. Watch this.
It's like Hawaiian or something like that.
Yeah, if you go to Texas, that's just Longhorns, right? So it goes multiple ways. So it all depends. So my point is, you got to know where you're seeing it. Now, I could tell you like this, for example, if you seeing it in like heavy metal rock music, 9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what it is. It's what you think it to be. It's what you think it to be. Yes.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. I thought he said, "I'm not judging you." Oh, now he had a whole clip. Hold on.
What?
I said, I was just looking like it looked like it was like somebody had already. Cam was pissed. Yeah, he was kind of mad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was bothered. Cam was like, "What do you mean?"
What do you mean? You talking about Cameron? Who you talking about?
I
Cam
said,
Newton?
he was pissed that he wouldn't do it. Hold on. Okay, so here you go. Okay, there you go. So now you can see what happened.
Okay. Let's go ahead
So
and go.
this is what he does at the end of his show, at the end of every show. So
Well, as we end things here at Funky Friday, when I say all together, Mr. Jason, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say one love. I would have loved to have a question from the crew.
Did you pause it?
certain
Did you pause it?
individuals.
Goddamn shoe and no sock.
Mr. Jason Wilson don't got on no socks either.
A goddamn shoe and no sock. I swear.
Wait a minute, you know Cam is stylish now. Don't come for Cam.
I don't want to hear shit about no style. It's unhygienic. That shit is foot fungus. Is athlete's foot. I don't want to hear shit about no damn style. Anyway, I digress. My mic is muted. I don't know, man. I'm just, it's a pet peeve of mine. Like, where are the socks?
You think it's Hustler? Do you wear shoes like this with no socks?
And why does that look like?
Nope.
Basically, why does that look like a leather? What them damn thing called?
Pet leathers.
No. I know it's real. It looks like a leather dress shoe model of what are them things called? Them things that them scrub people wear. Them little slide on. Them little scrub shoes with the holes in them. Crocs. They look like church designer Crocs.
Hilarious.
That's
They
new.
Like real shit. Like if you really look at the shoe, look at his foot. Like the shoe makes him look like he got swollen ankles. He got auntie ankles.
Oh my gosh.
Auntie ankles.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's the last thing you need.
He got auntie ankles. Cam, it's funny.
But go ahead though.
I wonder. I wonder what Uncle ankles look like then.
I just played it, but he told me, hold on,
I would
look.
love to have a question from the crew today.
Jason Wilson don't have on socks either. Or maybe he got on.
Well, no, his
that ain't nothing new, honestly.
No. So if you keep it right there, okay, all right. So the one over here to the left needs some socks. We're gonna ignore the fact that ain't no socks. I'm trying to figure out.
He got on slippers. Them don't have no
I got
no
you.
heel. Those are slippers. Those are good
but I'm
slippers.
trying. No, they not. Where
Let me see. I'm gonna blow it up.
No,
Give
they're
me the
not.
G.
No, they're not. No, I'm telling you right now. Those are special. You
that?
want the shoes? The shoes?
Yeah, them slides. Them ain't got no heel on the back.
Man,
Them
those are
slippers.
no. Those are special orthopedic shoes, and I'm not even making fun
Not
of nothing.
Mr. Not Mr.
Shout out to the elders.
Jason
Shout out to the
Wilson.
elders.
Not Jason
Those-
Wilson. I'm talking about Cam's. Newton's. Them are slippers he got on. Them don't have no back.
That's what I told you. I said that
yeah.
they're church Crocs.
They look like house shoes. But Mr.
Yeah.
Wilson got on orthopedic shoes.
Yeah, those are orthopedic right there. Yeah. Those are special orthopedic minus the Velcro strap. The only thing I got a problem with OG over here to the to our right looking at it is the pants need to come down further. Like we should not be seeing that much of the leg. I
Well,
don't care how
all
old
men
you are.
hike their pants up a little more when they sit down. Y'all don't do that. Young boys don't do that. Old men do that. They give that extra hike before they sit down. They grab them two little corners on each hip. and pull
but
that
we
up a little
usually
bit.
do that. Yeah, but we usually
So you have a
but we
little
u-
more ankle because your pants should be fitting you when you stand up, right?
But see, we usually do that though when it's enough sock to cover that area, right? You need enough sock to cover that so that way everything kind of blend in. You can't have that type of contrast. What's going on? You can't
have your
have that
ankles
day
out.
and night.
You can't have your ankles all out.
Yeah, you can't have that day and night. You can't do that day and night right there. Nah, that's not working. That's not
We
working.
called it flooding back in the day with socks on anyway.
You know, Mr.
But anyway,
Grayson Wilson flooding.
I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, Jan. Go
Don't
ahead.
say that old man is flooding like that. How y'all gonna say that to him? He's a pillar in the community. You better back up off him, Mr. Jason Wilson. But okay, hear the conversation. Listen to what they was saying. What he's saying to him.
With certain individuals. But that's gonna have to wait. Yes, sir. As we end things here at Funky Friday, when I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say what? One love. All right. It's gonna look similar like this. We got your camera or my camera right here, your camera right here, our camera right here. It's gonna be one finger, then we're gonna add the pinky, then add the thumb. And when I say all together, we're gonna say what? One love. You ready? Here we go. One finger. You gotta do it with me, brother. That's just the sign of love.
Okay, so I hear you. Can I share something else? Please. This symbol is called Mano Canudo. It's a satanic salute as well. Google it. So for me, listen.
Google the sign.
Listen to me. Listen, Cam. Listen, son. Listen to me. I'm saying that not to judge you. You listening? I'm saying that I can't participate in that part, but I can't say one love. I'm just falling in line with my own convictions. Can we reset, son?
Yes, I can.
Come on. You're leaving me hanging.
Son.
But I just think sometimes
it's just a personal conviction.
I'm not trying to judge your personal conviction, but what I am also saying, you should consider the intentions. My intentions is not.
Okay, let's reset. I know your intentions are good.
Okay.
You're looking at me, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm serious.
Yes, sir.
I have to follow what is in me.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Satanists do that same salute. You can Google it. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't mean to you something different.
No, it is a universal
Love,
sign.
and that's awesome.
Love.
And that's awesome.
And I'm giving you love.
Hey, you know what you give me love through? This.
Okay. There you go.
See, now, you know what's deep? Now, I feel like, I don't want you to think that I'm like, trying to be holier than thou. It's just, I used to teach classes on it, and I will, it's something that I've seen.
I'm good. I promise.
So I know your retention is good. Because Cam, can I be real with you again? As soon as I shift, I got a side of me that I beat down so that I don't be disqualified like the scriptures say. So I gotta raise the bar for me. I don't put that on. I don't tell no one else how to live.
Mm-hmm.
But I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. I play to my strengths.
Yes.
That's all I mean by that. So you don't think Mr. Wilson got it all together. I don't. It's only together because of who I'm in. You got me, sir?
Yes.
All right. I just want to make sure. I hate that I delayed the whole special moment and everything.
We've been on our outro for 20 minutes.
Let's go. Let's do it. And I'm saying one love because I got much love for you.
Say that.
And I can point in my camera.
No, you ain't got to do that.
No, I'm going to do that. No, see, listen.
Confused.
Listen.
Huh?
It ain't no confusion.
Mm-hmm. But you making it confusion. Because I didn't even know that was a...
That's called wisdom, or you got some knowledge you can just check out.
Mm-hmm.
The author of confusion is who? You going to say even now, I'm making it more confusion. Who's the author of confusion?
I'm just trying to...
It's okay. We here now.
Oh.
I promise you I'm good.
I'm just talking. Go ahead, let's close.
All right, here we go.
Let's close.
As real things here...
So y'all see right there.
So that's what happened.
Okay. All that over a hand gesture?
The hand gesture, he said, no, he's not saying that. The hand gesture also means universal sign for one love. But it's also the satanic, what he said it was, right? And it's also to mean nothing if you don't believe in any of that. If you're an atheist, you don't believe in none of it. It don't mean nothing, right? What he's literally clearly saying is that he has to stand tall in his own conviction. And what he just said, if he slips, like if he's starting to waver from that, he can feel it right away. Something changes in him. He can tell. So when you speak of like just opening that little door to Pandora's box, something that you didn't know anything about, by Cam, or to saying that Cam didn't know what else it means, that could be the door that he's opening up by doing that and not realizing it. But of course, the industry doesn't want you to really pay attention to all that, right? They want you to just keep doing a little hand gesture, even though it could still mean this. It still means what it means over here. It's still the hand for the satanic symbol. It's in ASL in the sign language. It's a universal sign of one love. It's still the sign for the symbol of Satan, right? It's still the same thing. It's still the same sign. He's just saying, now that you know that, this is where you're convicted on whether or not you're going to do it, continue to do it. He's saying he can't do it because he now knows what that is, and he's not going to open up that door, because it could be just that could be the something that you do, and just to be pleasing your audience, just to be, oh, I'm on Cam Newton, let me just kind of do this, so you know, and that'd be the one little window that you gave the enemy to come into your life, and now something crazy done happened, right? I.e., you just found out your husband was cheating on you every time you went out of town to go make money for the family, right? But you going ahead and doing a little video where you was on the desert covering your eye, when we all realize now that's a little symbol of the Illuminati, or that rites of passage into that next level of being in the music business. You did it, but you didn't think nothing of it. You were like, oh, it's just a music video in the desert. It's just a little hand symbol of saying, you know, one love. And now you have this other issue because it actually does mean something. It's that the industry doesn't want you to focus on that because it's something small. You're not really worshiping the devil. You're not really giving in. You sing for the Lord. Why would you think, you know, give in to the enemy? You know what I mean? But there's something that you got to pay to be the number one top artist in anywhere, you know, anywhere else.
Do you believe that it's possible that, you know, and I mean, this question is for believers. Do you believe that the devil can infiltrate the church?
Yeah, because he's not like a vampire. We have to be invited in. He's already in the church already with the adultery and everything that's already in the church. I mean, hell, I told y'all I got kicked out of Jehovah's Witnesses. So the devil was, you know, the enemy was all up in there because he was creating divide. Whatever it was, he wasn't giving. He was blocking their son. Okay, if they're supposed to be teaching me about coming into a better life, right? But they're not, and they're not equipped enough to answer my questions, whether it be because they didn't have enough knowledge, or some people say that the devil was throwing all kind of things out there to where their faith was being shaken, because they were questioning themselves after dealing with me. They was like, well, damn, I mean, she got that question. I mean, I want to know the answer too. And they don't even know the answer, but you're committed to this thing wholeheartedly. So, I mean, I'm not saying that to say that, you know, that's a good thing or anything, but just to have someone else that you're asking questions about the faith that they're believing in, and then they don't even have the information. Some would say that that's part of the devil's work too, is that they don't understand. They're just blindly going and they don't understand. And now when someone starts talking to them about them and asking and questioning their knowledge, they don't have no knowledge. They've been just blindly going. They don't even know what they're doing. And they're now awakening and realizing sometimes the devil wants them to stay just blindly going. So now when they meet a person in the world like Smitty, and Smitty, you ask them a question, and now they be like, huh, the devil don't want none of that to happen. Because now they asking, they doing too much. The devil want them to just go and follow whatever that is. So sometimes they say it's that kind of stuff too, like where it's right there in the church, like the confusion. Because what they say, God is not the author of confusion, so the devil is. So you being confused about your sexuality, I don't love men's no more. I don't like men's no more, right? You being confused about, you know, anything is supposed to be of the devil, let alone of something that God sent to you. I think he sends people. I think someone will come. Any man that comes to me talking about he was sent by God to talk to me, no. That's the devil using that too. So I think all that, yeah. I think all that. He'd be right there sitting next to you on a pulpit, wearing a D cup with a big old juicy booty. And you every time you stand up to praise the Lord, she smell like vanilla.
Okay.
But that ain't your wife either.
You wow.
The devil was in the church, baby.
I have a segue question. I got a segue question. Hustler, I want to start with you. How many different types of black people do you think there are?
Oh, Jurassic Park is on. Go ahead.
How many different types
of black people? I'm talking about black Americans. How many different type of black people do you think there are?
I'm not sure. The only black Americans I'm familiar with, the bougie folks like myself, the hood folks.
Okay, so hold on, watch. Hold on, wait.
What?
Hold on, Jen. That's two right there. Literally, that's where we're going. Okay, so you name. Okay, so again, let's do it again. How many different types of black folks do you think there are?
Different types.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I
One
just said
type of black folk.
I just said the bougie and the bougie folks and the ghetto folks.
No,
All right. Okay.
I
So
don't know,
I would.
y'all. Oh, you talking
I
about
would.
like other niggers and niggas like
I
that?
would oh, listen again. Yes, us as black American. Yes. How many different archetypes are there of us?
Oh, archetypes. So now you're getting into like the bougies, the hood, the
That's what I mean.
Aishas,
Yeah.
you know, the Craig,
Mhm.
can I use your car? Them folks.
They had those that like in the middle, I guess.
So though the archetypes is what you're talking about, hustler. What kind of type of person they are, right? So yeah, what you got like the high sedity black folks,
Mhm.
the Phil and Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil's,
Right.
and then you got the Precious and her mama, right? Then
Okay.
you got the what was his name on what was the father's name on Boys in the
Don't
Hood?
name
Boys Men.
characters. Name archetypes.
Well, the archetype is the Precious and her mother, right? You got the heavy set black woman that is low self esteem, life is just what the hell, and then her mama who is an addict, a dependent, you know, and the system is just and is on the system, you know, is very much JP like ish, you know. But then you have the Vivian and Phil Banks, you know, the highest Diddy, the you know, the white man's water is colder. You know, they have a butler. The daughter has like daddy. Like, what do you mean? There's black people
Okay.
outside of,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. We getting
So
somewhere. We
you
getting
got
somewhere.
those. That's like 3 different kinds of black people. Down to
Okay.
even Will Smith being from the hood and having an upgraded lifestyle, but still, that's the Bougetto. That's what they call us. We right next door to the ghetto, but we don't live over there.
All right.
You
So,
know.
Hustler, are you good with your answer with the 2 you said? You good with that?
Yep, I am.
Okay. I would say that I believe it's 3 from my view as far as the I don't claim us archetype.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're not nigga like you.
The I don't claim us archetype, the all of us are the same archetype. Like we got a lot of us that think all of us think the exact same and we don't. And then I believe we have the educated, and then we have, of course, niggas. But let's go ahead and because this video right here.
Why is the educated and then the rest of us is like there's probably a couple more categories between you get to the rest of us. The rest of us.
Hey, but look though, right? Look though, right?
Cookies and Ray Rays.
No,
I'm
it was just like he was
probably
like, and there's the educated,
I'm
and then there's
probably
just the rest
myself,
of y'all.
but I'm probably myself not a part of that category. I only had a partial part of college. Just for the record, I'm you know
But
what I
that's
mean?
that you
Like,
said it right because now you got some more percentage of the ones that are educated, and you got the niggas with skills, but not
Right.
educated. So then it can be the rest of them. But you got a couple more categories before you get to the rest of them. So everybody with the baby, what they say, the baby with the bathwater. Everybody in the same pool.
so let's listen to this. I believe what this brother was saying right here is very interesting. It's something that's going to keep our attention, and I believe it's a nice little video to go ahead and cap it off with, because it's a whole 35 minutes anyway, so it's plenty of modes to stop and pause in. Let's listen to this right here. The archetypes of black people. Do you agree? Do you agree?
The talk of yours that really got me so interested in what your message is your
fair use, fair use, fair use. Shout out to the soft white underbelly.
Oh,
I love him.
Titled The 4 Types of Black Americans.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to share a little bit about that here with me. So what are the 4 types?
Blacks, Negroes, niggas,
niggers. So the first group being blacks, like I said, hardworking, honest. We as black people, it's, I would say, only 20% of the population. We know exactly where we want to go. We don't want to be represented by the negative aspects of our culture and our community. Niggas. We don't want to be represented by that. Doesn't matter if they're Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter if they're rich or poor. They don't want to be represented by a culture that's toxic. They don't want to be represented by people who are taking advantage of them. They want to, we as black people, we want to be represented by those who are going to be in our interest and support us as a people and drive us forward as a people. So like I said, it's the, your average black person that speaks well, hardworking, God-loving, country-loving. They're not going to sit back and blame someone for their shortcomings, complain about, well, I can't get by because of something that happened a century before they existed. No, they're motivated to do more with what they have and build upon that. I mean, we live in America. What the fuck? I'm a black American. I could be somewhere in Angola. I can be somewhere in Zimbabwe. That's a different experience. And broadly, that's black in the whole sense, right? But a black American and African is completely different. We have the greatest amount of opportunity and wealth, and we don't do anything with it. But black people like myself, at 20%, we're not going to sit back and keep our heads down. We're going to keep our heads forward and keep it high because we know exactly where we're going to go and what we're going to do. That's the first part.
I want us to pay attention. He said blacks like myself. Go ahead.
I told I said that on the show the other day about the black American experience versus the black experience anywhere else. And who was I arguing with? Tyranny. Hey, shout out to Tyranny. But yeah, because I was just being sarcastic. But yeah, we know that there's black people everywhere else. But to the fact that they don't have the same experience, so that's why he's, I agree with when they do say that me being black somewhere else that's not gonna matter. That doesn't matter. Only in America, me being black is a part of something. It matters because I have a different experience here. Just being born, right. Even being born here and going there, you still not you have that innate experience and that innate that's in you from being born on American soil and experiencing what you experienced because of something that happened centuries ago. So I understand what he's saying as far as I get that, because there are times, yes, I don't want to be associated with some of these niggas either. But I'd also understand that black is not the same experience. We're the only ones that share that same black experience, right? And even though you can be well-spoken, because we do know how to code switch, we do know when to turn it on and off, you're still looked at as a nigga. You're still one of them. They're not gonna say, hey, you're one of those black guy who doesn't want to be part of the black people. We come on over here with us, Deshaun. So I get it, but I don't know, y'all. But this is good because I get it because I, like I said, to the rest of the world, we don't, none of that matters. You go to Africa and they be like, oh, I have a black experience over there. The Willie Lynch. They be like, who? We read about that in you guys' American history when we research on America to come over to America to go to college. Yeah, we heard about that. Yeah. But they don't know what we feel today because a cop pulled us over and beat the shit out you. Those African people, they can see what happened, but they have no idea why that you could have done nothing. Like the one guy they just pulled over in New York, right? That's all going viral. They beat the hell out of him. They mistaken him for a drug dealer. So he wasn't even the person but since they so quick to beat somebody up, they're white cops are beating up this black guy. The rest of the world is not understanding, who don't experience that black American experience just for the shits and giggles of it. They don't understand that part. So I agree with him on that. To the rest of the world, it doesn't matter. Only here do we matter.
Okay. Hustler, what do you have for this so far? What you got? Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Checking in. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now. Shout out in the building. Who is this? Black Man is Fair.
Peace and blessings.
All right, much respect, much respect. Yeah, I recognize you for some panels, so that's why I pulled you up. What you got for this so far before we get back into the video and just kind of listen to the different archetypes of black people and what it is this guy has to say and just have a good converse?
Yeah, real quick. Just growing up, a Black American in Black America, here in America, just always had love for our people. I love being a Negro. I love, what I'm saying, love my Negroes, you know what I mean? And just that self-love and expressing that love is just kind of what I grew up in. And if you wasn't coming from those barbecues and soul music and a lot of things that connect us and make us who we are as Black American Negroes, then you was kind of like not outcasted, but you kind of like on the outside of that love, you know what I mean? So just wanted to just express that.
So when you say on the outside of that, you mean like, are you saying that if those of us who don't, I guess, act like the rest, we can be outcasted for that? Is that what you're saying?
You not out, yeah, you can be. Well, it's like you're supposed to join into the love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like when you on the outs of it, or you having, you looking at people and you judging and ridicule. You know what I'm saying? And all this type of stuff. That's not the love that we come from. So.
Do you believe that we also have a complex possibly of we could look at being on the outs as just simply thinking different?
It's all right to think different, but you gotta feel this love. You gotta show how you feel. You know what I mean? So, you can think out the box or think differently, but everything still got to come home and still got to come back to what you love, what you care about, what you live and die for.
Okay. No, I get you on that. But no, just before we play the video again, specifically, do you believe that we have a complex of how you said there are those of us, like how you said, if you don't necessarily fit in, you'll be outed? Do you believe that also can be because if you simply just think on your own, you just think different, that by itself can lead to you being outed? Because you're not going along to get along.
I don't want to make it seem like that. I mean, because you can have your own mindsets, but when it's time to act like we're one, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how to do that too.
Yeah, okay. Well, good point. I give you that. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 12:26 a.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's get back to this. Let's listen to what he has to say. If you guys hear something you want me to pause it, just speak up loud enough. I got you.
The first one.
I'm not looking for a shortcut.
No shortcuts, no handouts, none of that. I don't want reparations, the greatest reparations package that I'm here in this country. I can prosper, I can live, I can exist. I'm not in Africa where the entire economic and social conditions are different. I'm not somewhere in the Caribbean where, it's close to America, but even with that, the economic and social conditions are different.
I just want to say the greatest reparations is not just being here. The greatest reparations would be reparations themselves, but let me shut up.
In the United States, where my ancestors were enslaved, but guess what? They overcame it. And I exist today. And I exist today because of them, because of their resilience, because of their sacrifice, because they kept their heads high, believing that in the future, Black men and women will be free. And we all as Americans will be free to do as we feel necessary to do for our own existence, for our own survival.
They also fought so that we could have actual something called reparations, but not just that. Like basically they fought so not just being free, but that we have every single opportunity coming out of the gate. When that whistle, when that gun blow, we don't have weights around our ankles. We don't have things that are hindering us and hurdles. Everybody else lane is just clear. They can just run, but we gotta like jump. There's a pitfall here. The ground's cracking there. We're not allowed to have shoestrings there. So if you do that, that does hinder how a person will perform in the race, is my point. And I do believe that we need to stop ignoring those factors. This is not about just simply talking about a pity for us or anything. You know, it took me quite some time to go ahead and really look at and study why are we so far behind on the 8 ball. And I do realize there is a lot that we bring upon ourselves. I'm not even going to sit up here and act like I don't recognize that side of it. But I will say that there's a lot that we absolutely have to learn ourselves. And until that gets fixed, I believe it's going to be what it is, and it will only sink until it rises.
So that's the first group. That's the 20% of the black community, the blacks right there.
And the second group?
My favorite, the house Negro. My favorite. Because it's an interesting, when you get into that, the modern day house Negro, they would say, people who don't like me would say, I'm a coon, I'm an Uncle Tom, I'm a house Negro. No. The people that really are both Democrat and Republican. This is more the politics conversation and more the power, economics, class. Within the black community, you have black Democrats, and majority of black people vote Democrat.
Let me ask this question to the panel. Start off with you, Jen. We're going to go to you, Hustler. Then we're going to go ahead and go to the brother, Black Man is Fair. Do you all believe that there is literally such a term as a house Negro? And if so, what is a house Negro by your definition, or what you know it to be?
I think a house Negro just a man that spends way too much time in the house.
What?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You can't know.
Oh,
Serious? Are you
hold
being
up.
serious? How much to kick him off? Are you seeing
I'm
serious,
just
Hustler?
kidding. Damn.
Oh my God, that's not funny.
God have mercy upon us.
What's a
Okay.
house Negro, Jen?
The black.
If you believe in it at all. Because
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you
be
can
real
say
with
you
you.
can not believe in it, but that's like, okay, well, I guess only people that say slavery didn't happen. I guess I don't know.
No, I mean, go ahead. What's a house Negro?
The house Negro is supposed to be, yes, the one that stayed in the house, was also the ones that were allegedly bred within the white man himself. They were treated better. They were allowed to stay in the house, also because they were fair skinned, but they had so many reasons, like what they didn't want them out in the sun because they thought they were going to turn black or get darker. Because remember back then, even biblically, since the sign of the legions or whatever, being black by the sun is also meaning something. So they didn't want you going outside. Then at the same time, they were treated better, and they were also probably kept close, in my opinion, kept close to the slave owner because they were mixed kids, produced by the slave and the slave owner. So I just think that, they got a little bit different treatment, and there was always adversary between the two, the slaves outside being mistreated versus the special elite treatment that the person inside got. Aside from just being inside and out of the elements, whether it be cold or hot, just being treated, fed first, having cleaner clothes, being able to use outhouse facilities, sleeping on a bed, all that. They got the better treatment. Read the
All right.
super chat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to read that. I just want to say to you, Jen, you said that the house Negroes were usually more fair skinned. So what happened in the Django?
With the
Samuel.
with Samuel. Well, he was considered to be the coon, right? He's not the house Negro. He's the coon.
That's not a house Negro?
No, remember he just said that the house Negro was not him. For a minute ago, he was considered the black is considered the coon, the guy that thinks he's better than the rest of the black niggas. So he's not the house Negro. He's the coon. He's the sidekick to the white man because he also thinks the white man's water
So
is
it's
colder.
levels to this kissing ass shit. It's levels.
Well, that's
to
what
this.
he just said. A minute ago he said the black people. He said that guy he said I would be considered a coon. Now he's talking about the house Negro, which is not that same. It's two different archetypes now. So the coon will be you know, you gonna let these black folks come up in here when your black ass is up in here, but you kissing a white man's super ass, right? Whereas the house Negro is just following instructions to stay under the, you know, they're staying inside. And again, they were fairer skin because they usually were, allegedly bred from the infidelity. So they were also, I mean, I would hear stories about them being kept in closer proximity just to be able to, you know, to have that access. Because some people who did, so I guess some slave masters, you know, they always have the romanticized side of it where the slave master actually cared about his kid or didn't want his beloved children out there suffering. You didn't watch what was it called Down in the Mississippi? What was the damn movie? I just drew a blank. But in that movie there was a child, one of the three brothers were heirs to the rich white man, but one of the brothers was P Valley. One of the brothers who had the red hair was also a product of the black girl that the rich white man was cheating on, which was a house help. So even though he was treated like the brother, he really wasn't treated like the brother but he was allowed to stay in the house. And they always, throughout the whole P Valley series, they joke, his white brothers joke on him about, you know, if it wasn't for you being my daddy's son, you wouldn't even be in the house, nigga. So that would be kind of a common thread, even though he is almost the same complexion as them.
Yeah,
you know, they know that he's a product of a black woman and his daddy and their daddy, but they know that they're full white. And it was always, you know, that throughout the whole series, even down to the end of the whole series, they would rag on him like, man, you know, why my daddy give you a part of his land? Because he split it between his three sons. But to them, they're like, you a nigga, what the fuck you need to get any land for? Like, why would he giving this to you? You not even, you take your ass on, you know? So even in that P Valley, that example was, and he's super fair skinned. He passed at a certain point, you know? That's how white he was, you know? House nigga, that was a house nigga.
I see what you're saying. Okay. Facts to that. All right.
Down in the Delta. Sorry.
Let's go ahead and read this comment right here so we can let me just get to the comments real quick, and then I want brother Man is Fair, you're next after I read the comments, so you get ready to get in there too. They think I'm trying to be white. No sucker. We don't think that. You think that, and you are saying that, so white people pat them on the back and say, oh, you're not a coon, you're just all right.
That's when they say, that's when they say you're not like those other black people, you're
you're just different from
you're
them.
Smitty, you're not like the other black people, you're not like the rest of them. You know how to speak well. They always say that you speak well for a black person.
Kind of like Carlton Banks from Fresh Prince.
That's like, can you imagine if somebody said, like imagine you out and somebody just kind of leaned in and went like this. Wow, you actually smell very fresh for an adult. What? Like what? What do you mean I smell fresh for an adult? Like, yeah, like, hold on. First of all, stop sniffing me. No, you know, you smell like you actually bathe for an adult.
When we're the ones who taught you how to bathe. It's crazy.
I mean, come on now. Like, that's crazy. So anyway, brother Man is Fair. Man is Fair.
Pete.
Yeah, I'm gonna just Pete. Did you say that?
I said peace.
Oh, okay, peace. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna just call you Brother Man for the rest of the show because I don't want to keep messing up.
Yeah, I don't like that, brother.
All right, my bad. All right, Brother Man is Brother Man is Fair. Go ahead.
Yes, no problem. So I look at the house Negro and a coon as the same thing. Basically, I look at it more like a mindset in a black person. So when you want to be, when you're very pro white establishment, when you're very pro trying to be in the white establishment, trying to appease them, trying to get to those levels and ranks and heights and get recognized through them, have approval of white people and things like that, and also look down on you if you're black, and then you're also looking down on black people, and you think the most in the negative about them and things of that nature. I think those are the things that make you a coon or give you the house Negro mindset. And then when you actually start to like rat and tell, or let the white man know what's going on, or these, you know what I'm saying, they planning this, they doing that. When you start to, you know, have the actions of actually, you know, proving this, then I think those are the telltale signs of coons and house Negroes. You know, you've turned against your people, you can't be trusted, your mindset is more geared towards white establishment.
Okay. Hustler, do you have something for it? Hustler? Okay, it's not there. Brother, man is fair. When you were saying that last piece that you were saying, what would you say that's more grounded and based upon? Like where would you say you get that thought process from? That last piece you were speaking about before we get back to the video.
I think I think black people chase a lot of things. They're like reaching for something. And in that reach and in that chase, they can just make moves that are counter their own family or their own bloodline or their own people's advancements.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I actually can get with that perspective. Jen, do you have any last thing real quick before we get back to the video? Or are you ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Let's go.
And you have the black conservative, the black Republican, which I fall into that category, but I'm my own thing. You know, I really don't subscribe to a political party. I love my country, I love my people, and I want us to prosper. That's all that matters to me. I don't really care about if the Republican Party wins the midterms. I don't really care if I have a Republican president. I care about if I have a leader that can represent us as Americans. And of course, me being black, I want someone who can serve the interests of black people. If I was white, I would want the same thing. So it's a very interesting conversation when you get into the difference and how they're really similar, both Democrat, Republican, black. The black Republican will sit back and tell you, especially now, they're very pro-Israel, they're very pro-establishment, and they don't really talk about the black issues because many of them are country blacks that never really had to live around the nigga shit, the nigga culture, which nigga culture is black, black culture is nigga culture. They never had to live around that. Or there are black kids who lived in suburbia. You know, they went to nice schools. They may have gone to, you know, the HBCUs, and they got bullied as black liberals and became conservative because they didn't want to be left out, because they didn't want to be a part of, you know, not without a group. They didn't want to be considered, oh, you know, I'm alone. They couldn't do the thinking, the critical thinking to build their own worldview and build their own identity. So they needed another group to fall into. So that I despise them the most because they're the closest thing to me in terms of ideologically, in terms of voting. And they do a great disservice in trying to provide a viable alternative both socially and economically for black people. The black Democrat, I mean, I can respect him because he understands exactly what he believes, as much as I disagree. One is grifting, the black Republican, the black conservative. The black Democrats are stupid. That's it. And stupid, all that means is, you know better, you're just choosing not to do better. They'll sit back and sell the poisonous lie that black people are oppressed, that, you know, it's the white man's fault, that, you know, oh, you know, we're forever to be victims. And they capitalize on that black pain and that black lack of drive, lack of purpose in order to win elections. Biggest example, Jasmine Crockett. I was just telling somebody this on the street. Jasmine Crockett. She didn't come from the ghetto. She didn't come from a poor background. She went to law school. She had a 2-parent household. She's not somebody that came from the bottom. But when she gets on TV, she'll put on this act and she'll start talking and snapping and trying to act like the average black woman from, Compton or from Detroit.
Damn.
Can we say that, like, can we actually, as Black Americans, use the word oppression in our language with today's opportunities, let's say? Is it valid for us to use it still? Oppressed? Mic check 1 2.
I've never felt oppressed. I've never tried to oppress anyone else. So I don't really understand those type of things. I come from a chocolate city. I grew up Black. Everybody I knew, everything I did, was Black and Black people involved.
Right.
So, so I don't know how to, I know how to adjust and speak the King's English and be proper in the proper settings. I'm trained, but
You're trained.
Yeah, I'm trained. I'm potty trained. My people are who I cut up with and who I act with and who I deal with in those settings, personal settings. I think it's all sociology, and how you're socialized. And I know how to switch up, when it's time to get my check and it's time to do business and it's time to be proper. So, but as far as oppressing and doing these type of things, having those type of actions and attitudes towards anybody, no. And I don't let anybody do it to me. So I don't think that, we can keep up those type of words and terms and things like that and let it represent us. So,
no. Okay. All right. What's your take on that, Jen? Do you believe that in any form or fashion we are oppressed?
I think sometimes something be happening, when people try to go for certain positions. I think there's probably something to it to where there's certain certain geographical areas that have certain businesses in them that are only catering to that particular, you know what I mean? I think there's something to it to why there's so much knockoff of something in a gas station where, and it kind of caters to that audience, that demographic, but it also kind of keeps them caged in, to where the mall is also closed down, public transportation sucks. So it's not like they can catch the bus to get away from it to go to a better side of town to go shopping. So you're almost stuck with what's in your area. And then they slowly start decreasing the quality of what is in your area. So you kind of accept it. So now you're down to where you can just buy a white t-shirt from the gas station and buy a pair of jeans from the beauty supply and you can now have clothes. Whereas going to, you wouldn't dare go to Walmart, but you can't get to the mall because the malls are closed down. So I think there's something in that system that's created like that. You know what I mean? And then when we outsiders drive through and outsiders come in, they look at that and they say, oh, why does everyone look so, busted down and so tore down and raggedy? You look at their environment, the houses are demolished or there's vacant land and property. So it almost keeps you in that, and then you're comfortable, you're making a living, you're upgraded and added, your home, but your home is, 1 out of 6 houses on the block that are still standing. So you're kind of sitting, it's not like because in the mindset is just let me do better, but not to do better to get out, to still have pride in my community and still have pride in my Blackness. And I know, because a lot of times what they say, I know everybody on the block. I know I grew up over here. I went to that little school right there. But now that elementary school is torn down. It's a Rite Aid. You know what I mean? But you're still in that oppressed state. You're still in that community. You're still right there. Nothing's really gotten better. But to me, that's what I feel like to modern day oppression is there's no outlet anymore. There's no boys. The nearest Boys and Girls Club is a is now torn down, and now it's the community center where as opposed to it was. I think the library in my city, one of the libraries is torn down now. So there is no library in the area, which changes all that, changes where the whole reading program. So it keeps you kind of in that. It keeps you there, kind of, and I feel like something is in that set up. It's set up somehow, or it's added, it's some sort of oppressive measure in there. Like, let's just add more liquor stores and throw a Foot Locker over there. So guess what? These niggas never leave, right? They never hope to get out and have a better life. They just stay right there. We need them to stay in that little community for the community. Remember, this is for the community. Meanwhile, there's a body, in the high grass on the corner that never gets mowed. And they can't find this person because he's been missing for 2 days. So it kind of keeps that there, you know what I mean? It kind of oppresses everybody in that state. No one desires to move on or get out for the sake of the community because that's what they think they're there for. I'm staying for my Black people. But it's everything around you is falling down. So I think that's a design, that's a system that can probably be oppressive. It may be, but they don't want us to see it that way. So
see, that's what I was gonna say. Nah, you good. I was gonna say something similar to that. As far as, I mean, is it really the fact of we're not able to progress, or is it that what's around us does not allow us the opportunity to progress? And that's been an age-old debate for the longest now. And that's why a lot of people, for example, that may be foreigners come over, so on and so forth, like, oh yeah, how y'all been here all this time, but you can't get nothing going.
Mhm.
And the argument on this side of the fence generally is because there have been a lot of hindrance and a lot of obstacles that have kept said progression from taking place. Hustler, are you back? I'm just checking on you.
Yep, I'm back.
What's
I mean,
your
look at
thoughts?
redlining. I'm sorry, but think about that, how the mortgage thing happened. Like they were sucked in houses that they couldn't really afford. They couldn't sell it and they
Right.
couldn't really afford to keep it. The house note was wearing them down. And then if they sold it, they would be losing money. So that's not a
Right.
system we created. We didn't create the financial system for mortgages, and that's not our system. Even creating that and saying, hey, we're gonna put these Black folks over here, we're gonna only do it to
Nah,
these
good
people. We're gonna
point.
only do it to these people, but everybody else is over here because that was a clear divide.
No, that's a good point there.
Can't even
Uh,
buy a house and go live on nowhere nice.
so you talking about like what, redlining?
Yeah, I'm just saying, think about how that was a real thing. Like you couldn't even go live nowhere nice because you either couldn't pay your mortgage, it was too much, it's straining you on your bills financially, and you couldn't sell your house because you'd be upside down, or you couldn't sell it. You'd be losing money trying to sell it. So now what? I'm stuck in this neighborhood, and then when the neighborhood starts going down and they start adding liquor stores and beauty supplies, I'm here for the sake of
So
I can't leave now. If I walk away, I'm in debt even more so. I gotta go live in a 1-bedroom apartment with me and my wife. What do you mean? Now I'm stuck in that shit.
So would you say that gentrification is a modern day form of redlining?
Hey, I didn't think about that, but hey.
Yeah, if you think about it. Hustler, what do you think? Do you think that gentrification is a modern day form of redlining?
Gentrification?
Yeah.
Okay, before I answer, what do you mean by gentrification?
To gentrify a neighborhood, like when they totally just tear down everything, rebuild stuff, and they kick out everybody that was the original people around there, and they make it so that you cannot afford to live around there, thus everybody else is able to move in. We got Kwafi saying no, not really. Go ahead, what you got for that, Hustler? And you up next, brother. You up next.
Yeah, I was just saying, oh, that's what that's called, because I've seen that before. I left Chicago back in 2021, but when I went back over there after like 3 months of living in the burbs, I noticed a lot of shit changed. A lot of stores and closed down. A lot of homes are going up for sale. So I kind of see that stuff a lot. Stores that once open when I was in Chicago have been closed for some years now. So some closed even before I left Chicago. So I I kind of see how that works.
Well, no, I'm not talking about stores closing, Hustler. I'm talking about the actual people who were living around there who no longer can afford to live there. Gentrification. So do you
You
believe
mean
that? Yeah, like basically imagine you living somewhere and now they're saying we're going to tear down your apartment complex. We're going to build up new townhouses or condos or a new housing development. And if you can't afford to buy one of these condos, townhouses, or single family homes, then, you're going to have to move somewhere else. That's gentrification. Would you say that that is a modern day form of redlining?
Yeah. But I guess it depends on the people. If the people can afford it, then okay. But for those of us who can't afford that, then yeah, it's
But
gonna
that's
look
what
like
that's
that
what
from our
it is.
perspective.
That's what
Nah,
It's
listen.
no,
gonna
that's
like
what redlining is. That they make it so you
I know
can't
that's the
afford it.
that's the general
Yeah.
definition of it, yes, but that doesn't mean it's gonna apply to everybody. What if you got some folks that can't afford these
No,
new
that's
buildings
not
or
the
whatever the
thing. The
fuck? What
whole
about those?
no, that's not even it. The whole idea is that it's created so because you can't afford it. It's not created for the
Okay,
people who
generally,
can
yes.
afford it.
Yes,
It's
that
not
is
made for those
redlining.
folks. Yeah,
When
it's
you put
made so that because it's made because they know that when you lived here, you bought your house for you bought your house for $60,000 back when you bought it, but now they're gonna buy the whole block. They're buying the whole community. They're building new houses and they're gonna make you pay more that you can't afford to live over there no more. You lived over there all the time. You can't afford it. Now the places that they put up now are 3 times the amount of what you're paying to even live in your $60,000 house. That's probably worth now, $200,000 at this, or it might have increased in value, or $180,000. You can't afford to live over there because now the property value has increased because of the houses. So what they did out on my old block where I used to live. A fire chief there was a house that burned down and he bought the lot next to it. So he took the whole lot, took the whole the old house and demolished it. He built a super huge house. That house increased the whole value of the neighborhood. So everybody that lived there, they were having to figure out if they can continue staying living there because his house just made the whole neighborhood value go up, which is good. But at the same time, the people, what they're paying is they're fixed on their income and they've been living there for years. And, now all of a sudden things are changing because they're changing the environment, So it's made so that you're not able to afford it. So they're not looking at you that you could possibly. They making sure your ass, you only make 60,000. Guess what? Everything over here costs 100,000. Now what? You can't live over here. We start at
Yep.
125. You only make 80. So take your little $80,000 ass back over to that side of town where the houses cost cheaper. You can't live over here. You can't even afford to live over here. What are you talking about?
Yep, that is gentrification. When you put it like that, yes, that's what that is. Yep. I've
They're making
always
it so
wondered
you
about
can't
that.
stay.
Y'all put it into perspective. I used to always wonder about that. Tearing down
And
these
you think about
places.
you think about it be like a couple nice. Think about your neighborhood hustle. It'd be like a couple little old school houses up in there. Then it'd be all of a sudden the whole neighborhood the next block would just be nice. And you'd be like, what the hell? How this block got 3 houses on it, and them 3 houses is nice though, but the next block is just new modern design and driveways and connecting circle driveways, and they got a cul-de-sac all of a sudden. When the fuck they build this? Down the street from that.
I haven't seen nothing like that, but I get where you're coming from. Because again, a lot of my
Yeah.
old block, a lot of shit in my old block changed since I left it. So I get that. And when you put it like that, that is gentrification. I can't get the word right. Gentrification. I can't even say the word. My bad.
I thought he was gonna bust out, be like, "Is that a tooth decay? You talking about gingivitis? What are you saying?"
Gingivitis vacation.
Okay, y'all.
That's
kill
some
it.
shit. Look, I ain't even gonna rag on the man, but that's the shit you could say to JP. He be like, man, my teeth ain't rotten. Nigga, we're not talking about gingivitis.
Ginger.
At this point, it's just comedy. It's funny as hell.
Nah, I ain't mad at you.
Shout out to Drip. Shout out to Drip Nation. That was a hilarious show they put on earlier.
Yeah. That's so messed
Hold
up.
on, I think I missed the funny part then.
Yeah, if when you came on is when you came on, yeah, you missed a lot of
Yeah, that's when I.
because the review of that video is just beyond understanding. Like this nigga arguing with, first of all, you arguing with Cynthia G. How that's
Of
like
all people.
of all people, but to him again, just like he told Auntie, to him, you know what? You got me on your thumbnail. So who else? He thinks all this is a flex. He thinks he's better than you, H&M. He's better than me because he got married. He's better than you, Smitty, because he got married and has kids or has, he whatever it is he think he has.
Smitty got kids too.
Right, but he think he's better. He think he's better than Smitty because he got more kids and Smitty only had one. Because he only think remember how you got to think about how he talked. There's an only. You only got one kid.
No, he been told me I was a butler and I live in an apartment. He told me I live in an apartment. Some more shit, Jen.
And you only have one kid, so that means you really ain't doing your duty as a man out here prospering and filling up the world with other degenerates like yourself. You know. And then me, a hustler, my womb is dead, and hustler ain't shit because he ain't married and ain't got kids. So all that, all that from this guy right here who can't pronounce, just diminish.
Diminish.
Yeah, there it is. He did. He said, I can see it. What did he say? He said
we got a flying anxiety. He want to brag and say people come to see him because he can't get on the plane.
Nah, he said, what did he say? Kwafi, he said, nah, I can see it. I can tell by your walls. You went in a 1-bedroom apartment. And then he said, you ain't got no grass. So he was trying to battle me down about,
having a whole apartment. It's crazy.
Yeah, he thought I was in an apartment. I mean, not even a apartment, like a 1-bedroom apartment. He thought I was in a 1-bedroom.
That's crazy word.
With no yard. Yeah.
And they gonna sit up here and say he this whole time. Yeah, what about the Butler situation? He and then gonna sit here and say this whole time he been living on his own. When we have witnessed him getting evicted, which I don't understand how you could say this whole time I've been having my own place, except for the times we saw you get kicked out because you wanted to show us. So I digress.
Let me ask you
this. He said he called you a butler. Oh, he didn't like the Butler situation.
Let me ask you this, Jen. If I moved in my best friend with me, all the bills.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If my best friend move in with me, I pay all the bills, I pay all the groceries. Literally, they pay for nothing, I guess, except whatever their own personal habits are and, what they want personally. If you overheard that person on the phone with some chick or something saying, yeah, I live on my own. What would you think listening to that? Like, now knowing that everything that's going on is contingent upon you living up under somebody else's roof, and you hear him on the phone flexing and saying, yeah, I do everything on my own.
Wait. So I'm just chilling and I hear my best friend said she need a place to stay. I said, oh, come stay with me, girl. Now my friend is staying with me and I pay all the bills because
not just bills, even grocery.
Right. But that's because I'm a nice friend or because they don't have means to do so.
Either way, the fact is their living circumstance, and let's say this is it's
more of a problem. It's more of a problem that they up here flexing, saying that they doing all this by themselves. Right. They know they're not. Okay, I follow you now. I'm like, how the fuck they not paying no bills?
So my point,
people do that.
Yeah. No, they can't just do that. You letting them. That's why I'm like, so they can't not work, or they will not work, or they they don't want to work.
Try.
Right. So. But if you're saying that it's more of a problem that they're flexing and saying instead of them, it's not even a problem with them not working. It's the problem is that they're over here telling other people I'm out here doing it, getting out the mud, and they not.
Well, see, So that's my point when it comes to the factor of JP even calling us butlers, whatever it is. If your entire lifestyle is funded specifically because you choose not to work or anything else, if you're funded by the government, meaning you're living off other people's dollars, then how possibly could you sit up there and even take anything he has to say as far as a flex serious? How do you even begin to do that? You see? So that's why I was giving that example of like the friend, you know, who is living off of another friend. Same thing, his living circumstance. I mean, it's equivalent. It's just on a much larger scale because it's the damn government. But it is what it is. So
I like that video. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother. What you got?
Yeah, no problem. I think it's the classism that goes on. You know, everybody's supposed to be high value and all of this type of different stuff. So I think people play off of that. People play off of people's psychology and how they rank people, how people think they're better than the other. I think people, the psychology is playing off of that because you already think like that. So, you know.
No, that's a no. Wow. Okay. But you know something, even to kind of add to that, with the psychology aspect of it, I believe that people just know that folks aren't going to look into anything. So I mean, even past it being psychological, I think it's just folks are lazy with the approach because they just know that people not going to look into anything. Damn it. People not looking into
Yeah,
shit.
that's why your friend.
You know what
That's
I
why
mean?
your friend could say what he said to the girl on the phone, and those things are gonna happen. Everybody's gonna prop themselves up, or you know what I'm saying, put on their best representative, and because people can't confirm, you can't confirm where you know that I have a job or where I work at, or you know what I'm saying. So it's just like you know, until you get close to people and really find out what's going on in their life, like you never really know somebody till you live with them, right?
Nah, you absolutely got a fact. Got a fact right
But
there.
but as far as the entertainment world on YouTube and things like that, yeah. So it goes, yeah, I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? I work for Tyler Perry Studios. You know what I mean? I'm the tops of the top. So you know, I could easily see how people do that, and you know, because like you said, people can't confirm things, and people also judging people and the classism. So everybody's the best. And
Nah,
don't
Yeah,
you dare
everybody
tear
makes
and don't you dare tear me down. Okay.
right. Everybody makes six figures on YouTube. They all make six figures. They all are high quality people. No one has any errors. They don't make any mistakes. God forbid. God forbid.
Whatchamacallit, Jen, do you have anything else?
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, nah, you know what? I used to really love that candy bar.
That was a nice way to get out of that, but yeah.
No, really, it was bomb. It was really
Call
bomb.
me a whatchamacallit.
Jen, do you got anything else for us for the evening? Or you good? You got another video or so? You know what I'm saying before? Because if you don't, you know what I'm saying. I was going to get final thoughts in a second and get up out of here.
My
Because I'm
final
old.
thoughts.
Yeah, I'm old. Like, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
1 o'clock.
I don't
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
I don't do the till like 5 a.m.s and I'm just up here and I just no. I'm gonna get y'all just enough. And then I gotta go ahead and I gotta keep myself fresh and refreshed.
Alrighty then. My final thoughts. Wait, I thought you was gonna before our final thoughts. Well, my final thoughts is that dogs rule. But you can, you said you're gonna play.
You
it
want
before we left.
hold on. Nah, you ain't
Said
said
before
nothing.
I get my final thoughts.
You
It's
ain't
still-
you ain't
It's
said
still gonna be
you
that
ain't
dog's
said
rule.
nothing.
However, if I have to say my final thought now, it's very much
Yeah.
dog's rule. Good night, sugars.
All
But if I
right,
get to
bet.
say it again, I'm gonna say the same thing again.
I ain't mad at you. Okay, dogs rule.
Is that right, puppy?
Hustler Muscular, before we get back to this rap
Let me-
battle, because I still think that the cat won the rap battle. Hustler,
No.
what you got? What you
What
got?
means that?
The felines
means
won that cat. Look, felines won that rap battle. What you got, Hustler?
Tell him, Bean Bean.
We've
There
been
you
talking
go.
about the dogs versus the cat. I don't know.
Who do you think? Dogs versus cats? Pick one.
I'm
Are you
over
a dog
dog.
or-
I'm over dog person, honestly. To
All
tell you the
right,
truth.
go ahead. Dogs, period. Go ahead. Me and
that's
Hustler.
some
Next, ask Manosphere. Dogs or cats?
Come on, man.
Dogs.
All right, now play the video. Play the video. Three against one. 3, hit.
Anyway, I digress. My mic is muted. Y'all have a wonderful damn evening. Let's get to it. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on. My bad. I gotta
damn, what did
share
I
the
do?
screen. Nah, you good.
Look at Beans staring at y'all. Beans said y'all better vote. Look at Beans. Look at his eyes. Bean.
It's a doggone shame.
Doggone shame.
You already know what it is. It's your player partner, Pimpin' Pigeon. Dropping on the game from a bird's eye view, straight about the dumpster with the worm's eye swoop. Army, we live from the turf, in the back alley behind Sal's Delicatessen. Ooh, the Rap-Off Battle League returns with a polarizing species clash, guaranteed to ruffle the feathers of the entire animal kingdom. These two known beasts in the game need no further introduction. On my left wing side,
You know who it is, fresh out the pound, it's going down. We don't get our tails clipped because we ain't telling shit. It's the dog, yeah?
and on the right wing side, who is you?
All these copycats trying to copy cats. Shout out Humane Society. Go cop a cat. Meow, we're ready.
Round one.
I said my pet peeve is to have all the hoes petting me. That's why I'm at the top of the food chain. I'm short as pedigree. You probably went to obedience school and got a pet degree. Pussy, what's your life like? Seeing a car roll over your homie Rover. What's your life like? Owner throwing you chicken bones and it's fucking your throat up. What's your life like? Cat, you're literally trash. This a walk in the park. I got this shit in the bag.
What's my life like? Trolling police dogs. What you know about struggle? My homie's been declawed. Catch a stray for rolling with street dogs. Only time he's strapped is when he's obeying the leash laws. I seen him rolling with dog catchers. That's the life he living. No joke. Grown folks. I ain't kidding. Hit him with the pound. I ain't talking time in prison, but this guy is snitching when times get rough. Dog starts talking like Brian Griffin.
Being candy, huh? That's your plan of attack? Wait, let's look at your man in the back. How you dissing me when your man's is an actual rat?
I'm shooting, dog. I'll air bud. Even Clifford and Beethoven can get it. Bullets like dog ears. I got one for all 7. Your buddy Rover got ran over. You watched his owner neglect him. I got my paws on a weapon like we gonna see if all dogs go to heaven.
I have my dogs on your roof like Snoopy on your crib and pop out of nowhere with them infrareds like woof.
Okay, that was dope.
That's how cold. I forgot the red light that made the cats all go. That's what y'all get.
Anyway,
Good night,
the
figures.
felines won that. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I
Hell,
digress.
they
My
did.
mic is muted. Shout out to the damn family, man. Y'all have a good
I
one.
digress. My mic is muted.
My mic is muted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. I'll holler at you.
Respect.
I'm in the trenches of hood, riding past, sparking J's, I feel good. You can catch me on the back roads, where I'm chilling in the Ville, banging hit while riding, displaying my verbal skills. Yes, this be the big league, knocking down big trees at the same time. Fresh zits, fully clean, cooling with my lady. We be low key when it's sunny, but we work out when it's shady. I reside in county with my peoples all around me. This is street, this be the hood. This is good, fellas. Music, I can show you how to do this. Yeah, y'all got it with the line. But me, I really be outside. I'm seeing vibe. I stay close around my tribe. I got the Phoenix on my hip and my twin be by my side. I'm so pinpoint on my aim. I'll target while I'm blind. If you really wanna see me, doors open, come inside. It's the lines. Then watch your step, cause we deep within me. I take your vision, thought then bleed it through a pen. Yeah, let's get it, let's go. We all in this right here. Be the record, be the anthem that you gotta spin to the second I had to take a pause for the cuz. Me, I let my nuts hang. Y'all dudes need to grow some balls. Yes, I'm back, you all on me. BD know I'm standing tall. If you ever wanna know, this is how we ball, roll call. Shout to my peoples in the city and county dudes. That's be hunters on your head, we a bounty. I'm the cucker, picker up or in the woods. Camping out is where you find me.
We fly high like dragons in the sky. Go, go, go.
It's the main event.
We fly high like satellites. Come fly with me like the wind beneath your wings.
This elevation to the max, give me space. I'm in space, this calm, this is cool mix. And it's safe. Let's be real, keep it going, keep it fly. Let's get high off the life.
We fly high like dragons in the sky. Go, 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 go. We fly high like satellites. Come fly with me like the wind beneath your wings. Now let's let the choir sing, now let's let the choir sing. Oh.
Now let's let the choir sing.